Not even 3, 2, 1, just live. Not even 3, 2, 1, just live. Not even 3, 2, 1, just live. We just go live. We love live. We are live. We are doing a show. I took some cocaine. I am fucked up. I'm not just kidding.
Jesus.
JK.
Man.
All natural demons are here. All right. You went live on Facebook, right?
Sure.
Sure. Love that confidence. Yeesh almighty, this guy over here. I missed January.
I'm having to listen. I have YouTube going on and having to listen to you do your opening thing where you admit to the listeners that you're on cocaine.
I did not admit to nothing. This is a satire show. We are goof boys. Goof boys.
Duh. Winning.
KTRD, home of the Polyester Blend Network, is now on the air. Welcome to another broadcast day.
Let's do that thing, Brian. Right?
What's it doing?
Where I can't hear. We can't hear shit.
Polyester Blend live.
There we
Mondays
go.
at 8 o'clock over
Better.
the internet from the Schledio in Salt Lake City, Utah. It's also simulcast from UHF station KTRD 299 megahertz frequency from Hastings Dip in Utah's West Desert. As Polyester Blend Network and KTRD starts its broadcast day, we ask you to join us as we dissect, try to understand, poke fun, and also share our love of this strange Utah existence. But before we get to the... Who knows if they can hear me? Clay can't hear anything. Ryan, can you hear things?
I hear you.
Do you hear the goofs?
Don't really hear the sound.
Let's do that thing where the sound of the show goes.
Oh, I know why. I know why.
Now it's got that.
Looks like we got to do that.
User in
We
it.
got to do that every time now. Apparently, I can't just be ready to do the show. Heaven forbid. I have to do that every single time, but that's fine because just like every single time, I have to do it every single Monday. Round 8, way better than normal right now. Way better than normal. It's only 18 people. Day 18. The triumphant return of all three of us. Things to talk about. Balloons to float. Let's go, boys. Pauly Shore. Little early on that. Wasn't happy on my Pauly Shore. People coming from the capital of unhappiness in my house. Well, it's actually not. It's in the Schledio. People, it's a good friend, Ryan Schlegel. I'm here. Trying out a new lens. See how that goes. I don't know. Looks pretty crisp. Has the ability to autofocus. But he never needs to well, he always is autofocusing on what to do next in his life. Insight, sports. He's focusing in on this. He doesn't even have to think about it. He is the Podfather. He is continuing a sober lifestyle, which we appreciate. We think is for the best.
Whoa.
He is our great and good friend.
Sober lifestyle.
Clayton Scribner, are you with us?
Yes, I am. Hi.
The beautiful, and coming in from the antibiotic multi-liquid drinking capital of Southern California. He has been rid of the disease that inflicted him for several weeks, keeping him out of the show. He is, of course, our good friend, our Ed McMahon. Ryan Bradford, are you with us? Kinda? You still with us? You okay?
Kind of. I am about 60%, I think. It's been it's been a long few weeks.
Yeah.
I would say that I was sick all through January.
I think there was 2 times. You have a stellar record on the show, but I think there were 1 or 2 times in the last month you had to call in sick. And that's
It would have
bad.
just been hacking. I mean, I'm going to be coughing tonight,
We'll see
but
the
I would have been
remnants.
hacking. I wouldn't have been able to say anything.
Of
Not
of
one
interest.
gem of wisdom from Comics Corner. So that's what you would have gotten.
Well, we all missed it. It's a fan favorite, of course, the wonderful, delightful Ryan's Comics Corner, which is back. You have said and announced it is back tonight. I saw a little glimpse of it, so that's exciting. Yeah. So we'll get into that. We got so much more of our fun show here, Polyester Blend. It's coming here tonight. Got lots of fun stuff. We, of course, say hello to the Schledio Cam. Schledio Cam is in full effect, doing a nice tour of the Schledio, that blank wall. I really got to add something to that wall. It's good to see you, my friend Schledio Cam. We are in full effect here tonight on Polyester Blend, broadcasting live from the Schledio in Salt Lake City. Well, we're not broadcasting. We're just streaming it from the Schledio, but we are broadcasting it live.
Where are you getting transmissions from Blake?
What do you mean?
Oh, I thought you said Blake.
No. Who cares about Blake? No one cares about Blake. No, Blake. No, love Blake.
Necessary.
Friend of the show, Blake. We love him.
Don't start shitting on our friends. We only have like 6.
I know we're losing. We're dwindling. But people, rate of play is the theme of tonight. Where's my rate of play? Rate of play is the theme here tonight. We must get through all of the fun stuff and get to the fun stuff of the show. I mean, we got a lot to go. Rate of play. There it is. Rate of play. Clay has a heart out. We can't be dilly-dallying. Normally, we talk about sandwiches and things right now to get going in the show. But I couldn't possibly be talking about that. I couldn't possibly talk about it. I had Zupas right before the show. Cafe Zupas. A little bit of soup. Cauliflower soup. Delightful. And then a little
I had bread for the first time in a month this week.
We salute you. What kind of bread we're talking about? Sourdough?
I had an
or
English
rye?
muffin. So sourdough.
That's what she said.
Sourdough-ish.
Wow.
That's what she said.
English muffin. Hello, my royal king. It is good to see you.
Cooked it in the air fryer, bruh.
Oh, man. Did you get an air fryer because of Ryan Bradford? Did you get an air fryer because of Ryan Bradford?
I know. I've had an air fryer since the Pando, man.
Oh, Pando. And that is, of course, he's talking about Pangea, when the continents split apart. That is when he got
I was
his.
talking about the world's largest living organism, Pando.
Ever since that started, you got the air
Also, if I have enough English muffins, I might become the world's largest living organism.
It's on your way, brother. When we are together, Polyester Blend is, of course, the largest organism on the internet. Oh, that's a new slogan.
The largest organism on the internet.
The largest organism on the internet. Now, Clay, do you have a little bootar? A little bootar with that English move? A little bootar?
Sharp cheddar cheese.
Ooh, Ryan, are you a positive on the sharp cheddar cheese on your English muff, or you just want it with butter?
I mean, I love a good butter muff. If that's what you're talking about.
Easy.
That's what she said.
You had that sound clip so ready to go.
That's what she said.
That one didn't work as well.
When did you get like the adolescent app? What the fuck? What's up with these new sounds?
Humiliation.
There's so many pages I never use. But, some of these pages have I would say a little of the lowbrow humor, which we don't normally dabble on here on Polyester Blend. We are, of course,
the dark arts of the lowbrow.
Yes, we do not dabble with this. But Ryan, back to the question at hand. You have yet to answer it. You are on trial.
Yes, I will take that sharp cheddar on my muff. I will try it.
Me, I'm going to say you're both dead wrong. It is boutar and a little bit of jelly. That is the way I prefer my English muffin, the only way. And that contractually clears up us talking about snacks in the beginning of the show. We have to. It is what we do. We have rate of play. Clay has a heart out. We cannot be dilly-dallying. We've got plenty of
I have a heart on.
Yeah. That's what she said. Where's the one time you should do the... oh my god. Awesome job, Bradford.
Epic fail.
Good stuff. We know what's going on with Ryan.
Glad to be back. With you guys.
We had a pretty good show last week.
I had a hard on.
Hello, my dingle dangle, my English berries, if you know what I mean. Yeah. People.
We had a good show.
I thought it was a good show, but maybe it wasn't. I don't know. I
just don't know if I'm that funny.
Oh, Clay, come on now. You're my golden boy. my
That's
sweet.
I'm fishing for compliments.
People, we cannot be going through this. The only place to get compliments is, of course, in the wonderful YouTube chat. If you're watching on some other thing, we monitor the YouTube chat. I can't be looking at all these different things. But, of course, we've got the wonderful chat master Jeremy. Clay's in there. Sleeper Bomb. Another Screeve in the house. We love that. Good to see you. Producer Rob's there. Not seeing Janine. Very disappointing. How do we know if the sound levels? That is a good point, Producer Rob. I should put my old Salt Lake City flag back on the wall there. It's too barren. I'm not liking that. I've been thinking about doing it maybe as a green screen, but that's for production talk after this show. We don't have time for that. Clay, we must get going. We've got Point of Order, Insight, Sports Roundup, all the segments you love on Polyester Blend are here. You ready for another show, my friend? You ready to go?
Let's do it.
Ryan, you locked in?
I'm in.
Roller
Locked
coaster.
and loaded.
Time for a little bit of Point.
Locked and loaded. The heart is a rock.
The Ryan Bradford.
The Ryan Bradford story.
People, order, Ryan, order that thing back into your pants, my friend. We are trying to get going here on a proper British show of knowledge about Utah. Proper British show about knowledge of Utah. My friend, this in English Muffin Talk will be coming back here later on at some point. Go through your favorite toppings. That's an evergreen tonight. If you want to bring it up in the chat or join the show, you can always join the Zoom. The Zoom link I'll put in the YouTube chat. Feel free to join the show. But Clay, this is the part of the show where we go over some hyper local news. I also got to reset the clock. I'm just noticing that because we are trying to keep an eye on the clock. So we got the clock going. Ready to play, my friend. Ready to play.
Right.
Clay, this week, I didn't want to fill up too much in the point of order. I thought I would just discuss this, Clay. Oh, there she is, our good friend. This was posted by Nevin on the Salt Lake Reddit. But that thick, the worst of the worst, Clay, the nightmare of all nightmares, the inversion. Really, even though it's been here plenty of times this winter so far, I feel like it's been until the storm that popped in yesterday was really the worst so far this year. Your thoughts?
Well, I hate to inject optimism into this conversation.
Don't get your panties all in a bunch.
It's been a great year for inversions. I know it's an anomaly. We still have issues here with air quality, but I do like being in almost mid-February or into February and being like, oh, I forgot.
We had a lot of storms. You're right. We had a lot of.
Forgot how messed up it is here sometimes in the winter time. I think on days like that, air transit should be free.
Ooh.
And working from home should be the right of anyone who can do it.
Yes, I agree.
And we should go in full don't drive mode.
Yes, my friend, I agree with you 100%. I thought the thing I work for, I thought we were doing that. I haven't seen a real big push for that though. But I will just say I thought
the free fare stuff.
Well, just work from home on very bad days. I thought that was going to be more of a thing.
You hate to have government be hard, but
I know, man. We got it. Look at this.
Got to get hard. We got to get Bradford. Use the Bradford technique.
Bradford, your thoughts?
Just get hard on people.
Get hard. Let it all out. Shove it.
Get hard. You got to put that sharp cheddar where it needs to go in your mouth. What's the hard on?
Well, the weird thing is Bradford's erection is what keeps the cold air trapped in the valley floor.
That's right.
So that's really how it's just science.
It's science. Yeah, I was gonna say explain that, but then you said it's science, and I was like, oh, and that's really all you need to do to explain
science.
Oh, okay. I'm in.
I'm in. For the first time ever, Schlegel is speechless.
I'm just letting you guys. I'm just letting my boneheads
he's letting riff.
I'm letting my boneheads talk their boners. As we've always said on Polyester Blend, one of our main.
I used the scientific term. I didn't use the childish term.
Are we experiencing bone?
I was just gonna say we are definitely satisfying.
Bone hunger.
We are definitely satisfying that bone hunger right now. Okay, so let's just say that Polyester Blend definitely satisfying that bone hunger. I'm not this horse. This horse is very upset about the inversion.Ed by the person.
Hey, don't like this.
No, yeah. Mr. Ed, environmentally decaying air. No, that doesn't work. But I'm trying to go there. let's just say nay to this air. I would get on that horse and I'd go the other direction. Clay, your thoughts on horses?
Horse people are interesting,
Yes, they are.
but horses rule.
Amen. Amen. Hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey,
man. Hey, man, right here on Polyester Blend. People, we say Ordah. Let's fix this air. Let's fix this air. Speaking of dead air, I know it's just, I mean, we talk about it maybe too much. I was thinking about maybe skipping this one, but just, it just gives me a little bit of petty joy to see this kind of stuff. The infighting in the Republican Party. Total piece of shit member, Mike Lee, removed, I say, you're banished, says Mitch McConnell and the brass Republican heads of the Senate. They say to our fair senator from the state of Utah, the total piece of shit, Hall of Famer, you're off some Senate committees, all right? Or the Commerce Committee. You're off of it. You tried to oust another total piece of shit, but countrywide, Mitch McConnell. Tried ousting him. Failure. When you're going for the head of the heads, Clay, you must not miss, my friend. You must not miss. Or you can't be in charge of commerce. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Clayton, commerce.
I mean, did I know that before I read this story, did I know Mike Lee was on the Commerce Committee of the Senate? No. But obviously somebody thought it was a big deal. I don't get Washington D.C. culture, and I try not to think about it too much.
Hey man, that fucking swamp. You know what I mean?
No, it's not even a swamp.
Do you think Mike Lee had to return his little like pretend cash machine, the plastic cash machine? Like, no, I don't get to use this anymore and pretend I know commerce. This sucks. Go ahead, sorry.
He'll still find a way to do damage.
Ryan, do you think he had to take his fake credit card and put it in the drawer? He wasn't going to play with it. Your thoughts on Mike Lee not being able? You know those toy cash machines.
Get it. He's got play money.
He's just and that's what he practices his commerce on. He's like I'm going to give $200 million to the industrial military complex. Put pennies there.
$100 billion kajillion dollars. That's how much money they get.
Mike Lee's sitting at his little table, like, take it away.
Wait, no, infinity plus $1.
Oh, Ryan. I mean, this poor man. He's just embarrassed. He's embarrassing himself all the time. But people love him. People love him here in the state of Utah. I'm assuming Mike Lee isn't super popular in California. True or false?
Well, he's more popular than I am. He's more popular than I am.
Well, Clay.
Oh, yeah, sure. I'm sure like there are many people in inland California who would really love a Mike Lee character in California government.
Well, Ryan, you of course have the senators from California who are pop quiz, Ryan. Pop quiz.
Boy, I even know who the senators
are. Oh, Ryan!
Do I get 0.5?
Yeah, you get 0.5 because I'm so embarrassed because
one of them who looks like she's about to retire.
Oof. Ryan, senators from California.
What's her name?
Buddy.
You know, the government lady.
You've been
Speaker
spending
of the House, Speaker of the House, Nancy Pelosi.
She's wrong.
Wrong branch of government, my friend. Ryan, I mean, I think you've been spending too
Nancy
much.
Reagan.
You've been spending too much time on this show, buddy. You've gotten soft on California politics. Clay, who are the senators from California?
Well, it's Barbara Boxer and Feinstein, isn't it? Did one of them retire already?
Feinstein's there. Alex Padilla.
Oh yeah, Boxer retired. That's right. Feinstein's retiring this year, and a couple.
It's probably Pelosi. Probably Pelosi.
Ryan, Clay, I'm so sorry. You do not get 0.5, by the way, because you didn't get the second one right.
I heard that Schiff guy. Remember that guy that went hardcore on Trump? Heard he's gonna run to.
Oh, Adam Schiff.
Yeah, he's gonna try to replace not Pelosi. Feinstein.
I know, guys, it's hard to keep your women in politics together. I get it, guys. It's tough, right? It's tough.
Well, okay, now to my credit, one of them was the junior senator from California. I mean, come on. Like, I'm not required.
It's true. Plus,
gender has nothing to do with that.
Plus, if I were to guess, I would have gotten completely wrong. But I was out of it because I found
I can't tell you any senator from there's like several states where I can tell you any of the dude senators.
I'm gonna go. There's at least one senator with the last name Stevens, right? It's got to be one named Stevens, right? Stevens, senator. Former. Fuck. God damn it. So I don't know much. Ted Stevens. That's who I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, okay. He's the internet's a series.
Yeah, the internet's a series of tubes.
Legend. He's some internet 1.0 legend.
Yeah, he seriously is. Anyway, Ordah, Mike Lee, Ordah. You can't order anything. You can't buy anything. No commerce for you because you are out, my friend. You are out. We're going to do a short point of order to keep the rate of play going because that is the theme tonight. Clay's got to get into bed right away.
Dude, I guess I'm a couple senators behind. I think like Barbara Boxer was replaced by some vice president. Jesus Christ. What was that?
That's Senator Mike Lee.
I feel like you messed up a surprise there, didn't you?
No. That's do you remember this? It's from like when when he was going for election. There's a part in his ad where Mike Lee's like, and we're gonna get rid of Social Security. And you hear just some guy go, "Nice." So I clipped it and repeated it. But anyway,
Jeremy brings up a good point that Kamala Harris was a senator.
Nice.
And now she's like vice president or something.
Heard about it. Rate of play, though, Clay. Rate of play. We must get to a news story. Based on the county in which the city, the city in which because we do a city quiz, people that don't know.
Yeah, if you could stick around long enough, come check it out. We
love it. We love it. We'd love for you to be a part of it. You could even be a member, or a lifeline on the wonderful game of Utah City's quiz. And we like to tease which county it is in by doing a little news story. And this one I love. Clay, we're going back to a favorite of ours. What's our favorite local newspaper in the state of Utah?
The Richfield Reaper.
Oh, that's my man. And they have started doing this week in history. And I love this, Clay. I love this. This is, they're starting to go down the Utah Digital Archives like I did. This one is from 1966, January 27th, Thursday edition of the 1966. It is Rooster Valley, rooster to make debut, crow at quarterly chamber meet tonight. The new symbol was introduced as a new advertising promotion for the Richfield Chamber of Commerce by Garn Anderson. Now that is a name, Garn. Garn. Richfield Jays.
Yeah, there's like I don't know the where it comes from. What is it called? Etymology.
Yes.
When you trace words back. But Gar and Garn appear quite frequently in LDS names.
I'll be Garn
throughout the years.
I'll be Garned.
Like Jake Garn, former senator Jake Garn, a real
Jake
man.
Garn,
went to space.
Yeah, well, we go to space every night. The fucking spaces of our brains, the other dimensions.
Hello.
But I do love
riffing on how anyway
he went to space.
Senators, but go ahead.
You keep it going. Good work, my friend.
He did. It's called a callback. But yeah, Gar and Garn.
Someone you don't want to spill garnish on this or it'll take away the beautiful drawing that they did. And that is, of course, Rooster Valley, the rooster, who is he is the symbol for the Richfield Chamber of Commerce. I mean, what an age where our different Chamber of Commerces had cool logos. We must get into it. We must bring this back. So people, Rooster Valley, 1966. And this other one I like a lot too. I threw this one as a bonus. Clay. This one is from 1963. Same week, January 27th. This is January 17th, 1963. The first fallout shelter in Sevier County, established as the Richfield Post Office. It became the official fallout shelter for Sevier County, the first of its kind, having enough, I think it was enough food for 120 people for 2 weeks. It was either this or the armory in the area or the Sevier Valley.
How would you like to spend like 3 months in the fallout shelter in Richfield smelling Garn Anderson's farts?
Oh, and that rooster, they're all like...
the roosters taking
they've been eating so
poops.
much roosters.
It's true. Radioactive.
Rooster farts, baby.
And like you don't know what time of day it is down there, so the rooster's just crowing all the time.
I mean, how cool is this guy? I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with how cool this guy looks with the fallout.
He's looking hardcore.
He's
though.
looking
He's
fucking
like
cool.
He should be in. He would be in like a. He could be in like a 80s like post punk band.
Right. He looks like he's about to have 120 days worth of cigarettes in the next 30 minutes. So I'm a big fan of him. I love him so much.
Looks like he achieved rank of sergeant.
We got the new fallout shelter here, gents. Like, good signage, good sign placement.
Again, there's a lot of high and tight and horn rimmed glasses happening.
That's goddamn right. We love it. Point of Ordah. We love them. Give them the Ordah of Utah, our new thing that we just established. Last thing, Clay, this was a video you sent our way.
Yeah.
And I think it's a good thing to put up because, Clay, it really sets up the rest of the night.
Yeah.
Open to fly.
You know,
I don't know if we need to listen to it, but
we don't have to listen to it. I just wanted shots of these guys like lawn chair flights. This whole Chinese balloon thing. This is going to be the subject of our both music and Photoshop competitions tonight. This whole Chinese balloon situation, like, there are people that like took it very seriously. I'm just laughing my ass off because, like, first of all, balloons
are funny.
To watch a balloon get shot down by a supersonic $4 billion jet is pretty funny.
That's what they were actually bombing.
That's just comedy.
In Top Gun 2, that thing they're shooting out is just a bunker full of balloons.
I went down a rabbit hole of people floating on lounge chairs and couches. There's a whole couch, like actual leather couch floating.
Wow. Is there a rabbit
genre?
hole? There's a YouTube hole
there's several floating things.
Hey,
like
60 miles east of San Diego.
Oh,
Yeah,
we've
man,
been there.
when there's
Like, we've
nothing-
been to the Borrego Desert.
Oh, is that where
Borrego
Ocotillo
Springs.
is? Ocotillo?
Yeah, we stayed in Borrego Springs, right?
I knew that. Of course I knew that. Don't think I don't know that. Of course I know that.
I mean, look at the kind of things you can do when you have money and spare time.
What a shot. That's like a polyester blend shot. We just miss it for a while.
Just
Do you guys ever go to Autumn Aloft in Park City? Is that still a thing?
I think that's
Yeah, it
gone.
still exists.
Does it?
Everybody
Oh,
puts their
Autumn
hot air
Aloft
balloon.
still exists. Absolutely.
Um,
I mean, I can't comment further on anything that happens in that
ah.
municipality, but yeah.
Did you see this thing, Clay? I was freaking out. I was like, this is the first time I've ever kind of wanted to go on a hot air balloon.
Oh my God.
My battle-born state of Nevada.
I wonder if
flag.
Nevada is going to change their flag now that Utah's made the play.
They have such a cool phrase.
They don't need to change. Like, Nevada doesn't need to change its flag. Like, it's okay. They just need to change the dimensions.
Nah. Oh,
Like
yeah,
the way,
yeah.
it's like tucked in a corner and you can't really tell what the heck. Like, yeah. Like all they need to do is slide that center and mess with some of the ratios of size on some of the things. Like, I don't think that whatever that is, thistle or some shit.
Ryan, this is for Ryan. Clay, what's that bush I'm looking at right there? What is that bush I'm looking at? What is that? What is that right there?
I wonder
This
if
is really hard to identify. Hard on to identify.
What is it, Clay? What is
I
it?
wonder if it's the state flower. Come on, polyheads. Charlie. My brother Jordan is in the chat.
yeah.
Jordan, what's that?
State
What's that? That's not
flower.
bristlecone pine, and there's
Is it
sage.
big.
It's
It's sagebrush. It's just sagebrush.
yeah. You know what? That might just be
That just
sagebrush.
makes way too much sense. Absolutely way too much sense. Just weird colors. It's not the vibrant. I'm not used to that vibrant green in my sagebrush. But we are a fan of any bush. All right, people.
Oh
Here's
my
what
God.
you guys started it earlier.
I didn't start anything. I'm like operating at an adult humor. I'm not using any type of childish humor.
Stop me up. People.
I am hard against using juvenile humor.
Dude, I'm moving from half to full chub about how angry I am right now. Okay?
I'm rigid about this.
All right, people, ready to play. So, Clay, you bring up a great point. These great videos. I thought it was a great visual
Thank you.
to go along. As you mentioned, we are, of course, doing tonight. That ends point of order. We are satisfying that bell hunger. We are doing an all-nighter. All-nighter. We're doing all-night. Clay's going to bed, but we're
all night long.
what we're doing is, of course, balloon songs, and then the shop is what was the last photo the Photoshop challenge where we all go head to head in a Photoshop challenge. What was the last photo that spy balloon? I went with California because there was, of course, one shot down over Montana. I don't know if you guys made a choice between the two.
I thought it was seen flying over Montana, was shot down over Florida. Oh no, South Carolina, Myrtle Beach, which to me is just like the ultimate place for a Chinese balloon to get shot down. For like, if you want audience reacts, Myrtle Beach, like, yeah!
Right, that's a party. Someone then like all the jet skis go out and pick it up, and then barbecue sauce and stuff.
Dudes in those jetpacks that shoot the water out.
Yes, and it starts right now. Yes, the greatest of all time.
Anywho, yeah. I gotta be honest with you. Finding balloon songs was easy. There's a lot of balloon songs out there. I had to cut a few off.
Too many, if you ask me.
I was very, very surprised on how many. And speaking of, should we get to our first music break?
Yeah. That sounds great.
Come back. We got Clay's Insight, Clay Sports Roundup, then a triumphant return of the hit segment, Ryan's Comics Corner. And then, of course, we were talking about You Shop Bro, which you can submit. Put it in the chat. I don't know. Figure it out. I'm on Twitter. Email it to ryan.schlegel@gmail.com. We are, of course, doing what was the final shot from those from the Chinese spy balloons? What were they? And then, of course, we've got Utah City's quiz later on. Clay, I think you're first. I almost played this, but again, I was like, no. I saw it way before the show started. We were selecting music. I saw this. I'm like, I don't need to select this because I know Clayton Scribner will be selecting this. And of course, you did. You have to.
As a blend head, you don't ever pass up an opportunity to play a Ween song on this program. It's just too on brand. I would say they're one of the spirit animals of the show. Spirit bands. Like, Ween.
Keep it lean, keep it mean, keep it Ween.
I believe this is this off Cucaracha?
Yes, it is. You nailed it.
Yeah, one of their more underrated albums as far as I'm concerned.
Has the best song of Ween history on it.
Is that the one where he's like, my own bare hands?
No.
Like,
speaking of smut, we were talking about
your party is probably
it's your party. That's the best Ween song. It's incredible. Now, of course, there's plenty of great songs and people can debate it, but that to me sums up everything about Ween.
That's good. It's a good sign when you're having a debate of what the best song of a band is. Not like,
right.
If everybody agreed, that would mean they're slim pickings.
Right. I'm gonna go Blue by Aqua. That's the only one by them, right? Am I right, Ryan? I'm blue, blah, blah. That's the only one. Just ended up in a remix that's very popular now. Anyway, Clay, your first song, Blue Balloon.
311, 8:16 a.m.
Oh, dude, there's way more 311 than that, dog. Way more. By the way, I want to talk about something when we come back. Your nickname, Clay Dog. I heard something very interesting about that. It'll be revealed after this next music break. Yes, that's right.
Wait, me?
Not you, just the phrase Clay Dog. Clay Dog, my friend. I was blown away when I was hearing it. But we'll get blown away just like that balloon was blown away by a jet, by all the great songs, all balloon songs. Clay's first pick, Blue Balloon, here on Polyester Blend. We come back after a 2-song set. Way more fun to have. I loved it. I just love this show. I love you guys. I love everyone here. I love the Polyheads. I love figuring out where I put the song that I'm going to play. Here it is. Clay's song, Blue Balloon. 2-song set. We come back.
Yeah.
Fill up your balloons, but not with hydrogen because that would be a Zeppelin situation. Pauly Shore.
As she bounces through the blue sky, everybody's building up a big blue balloon. They made the string from fairy wings and golden dreams. See how high it goes, no one knows about the blue balloon. She's defied the eyes of all men, sliding over and down the big blue balloon. Can the farmers reach the
I
child
feel like I just
above
did a
the
balloon
clouds?
of, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
You guys have a little convo during the...
Yeah, Mike was on.
Oh,
You were first.
Dance the day up high, way up high, above the blue balloon. Blue, blue balloon. My soul calls to you. See her bounce along the banks of Bacchanal. She's a sweet surprise, an orb wide, accepting all. Beating along the paths of polar caps and icicles, she melts into the earth and blows the air back to the central. Blue balloon. Blue, blue balloon. My soul calls to you. Blue balloon. Blue balloon. Blue balloon. Blue balloon.
It sounds like the lip syncing, that like bad lip reading stuff.
Yes. This is the one I refused that Ryan could not take off. He had to leave this.
Almost fell into that hole in your life. You're not thinking about tomorrow. 'Cause you were the same as me, but on your knees. A thousand other boys could never reach you. How could I have been one? I saw the world spin beneath you and scatter like ice from the spoon that was your world. Coming down, the world turned over. Angels fall without you there. And I go on as you get colder. Or are you someone's prayer? You know the lies that always told you, when the love you never knew. What's the things they never showed you that swallow the light from the sun inside your room? Yeah, I'm coming down, the world turned over, and angels fall without you there. And I go on as you get colder, always someone there.
I am enjoying watching you.
And there's no time left for losers when you're standing for you. Coming down, angels fall without
It's a shame they didn't like for this one song. It should be Black Balloon Goo Goo Duels. So you get the double O and all, and then change it from black to Lagoon. So it's Lagoon Balloon Goo Goo Duels. So you got double O's.
Luke Lagoon by the Goo Goo Duels.
by the Goo Goo O Duels. Do you think Goo Goo O Duels is a sober?
Oh my god!
Sober
all those bands that are trying to capitalize on the beer.
Yes.
Goo Goo Duels.
Goo Goo O Duels.
I'd like to think somebody like has like resisted watching the show, like a friend of ours.
Oh my god!
For the years we've been doing this, and
I feel so. I'm finally gonna watch it. They
finally tune in, and we're playing Goo Goo Dolls, and they're just like, wow.
And then they're like, "Fuck yeah, whatever I've been
Blend. So
lock and load.
Bradford was like, before the show, we're not going to reveal the other song he was going to play, but he was going to play a song that was definitely going to get dinged.
It was the Zephyr song by Red Hot Chili Peppers.
This is your shame. This isn't Clay and I's shame. Oh, this is working now. Good. Clay and I, we were scot-free of it, but you changed that one, and I was like, no, because earlier I was like, I like to have Steph involved. Let's run by things to her. I go, hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? Should we fire Ryan? What do we do? I just don't think he's holding up his end anymore. But I was like, hey, we're doing balloon songs. Anything come to mind? And she was like, Black Balloon by Goo Goo Dolls. And I was like, no. Ryan's going to pick that. Ryan's going to pick that. I have to pick.
Oh my God.
And really? I said it out loud. Steph could attest. And the first song I saw, I was like, I knew it. I knew you fucking picked that song. Because that is a very Ryan Bradford song.
Hell yeah. So the reason me and Clay were talking through that song was like whatever
whatever I was
setting
doing.
you have it on our headphones, like we can only hear the vocals. So it's kind of like those videos where they like isolate the vocals and you're trying to see how haunting the the voice is. But
I mentioned that in the YouTube comments, by the way.
Huh.
Yeah, but the YouTube sounded fine.
No, that's what this happened last week too, and Schlegel had to go in and change the filter. It defaults to like it's trying to tune out the background music.
What about now? Can you guys hear this?
Yeah.
Is that better, or is it sound?
No, that's great. Like now I can hear the music.
Yeah, it sounded like the Ween song.
I think it just always
like,
defaults to that now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think
the Ween song sounded like bad lip reading. Not bad lip reading, but shreds. The shreds videos on YouTube.
Oh.
Or just a regular track off the pod.
It sounded like a deep, like one of their alternative takes, if you know what I'm saying.
That's a cut. That's a deep cut. All right, people. Speaking of deep cut,
ready to play, bro.
Ready to play. We must get going. Clay is getting his nightcap ready to go. He's getting his nightie ready to put on. He's got, what is that? That old timey like candle in the dish, like in something was stirring.
Scrooge.
The
Christmas Carol.
Scrooge.
When you have that outfit, the long nightie, the cap, and the candle,
the wool nightie.
Yeah, you're gonna be sleeping very good that night. That's.
You don't want me messing around with open flames late at night. You know what I mean?
Right. Good call.
Like I don't have enough fire suppression in this place.
This is Clay tonight.
Me, dog?
Yeah, Clay tonight. This is Clay.
No, I'm not that far away, man. I'm only about 10 years away from that guy.
That's true. How old was Scrooge? Scrooge had, like back in those
one
days.
Of those things where like
he was 52.
What's his name? The guy that starred in what was the dude from Cocoon? That's from Utah.
Wilford Brimley?
Yeah, Wilford Brimley was like 46.
I know. Dude, just doing any tangential look at that, it fucks you up.
Like Magnum PI was like 10 years younger than me when he was rocking in that Ferrari,
Well, what's his name? Lars Fredrickson. That was the one that Ryan and I had a moment the other day. Fucking Lars Fredrickson from Rancid.
He's 60 or something?
Well, he's 51. He passed the Wilford Brimley line.
Oh, wow.
It's fucking crazy. He's Pult Rock Ice.
He's looking every second of that 51.
God bless.
Does he still spike his hair every morning?
No.
Oh, no, he shaved it. Good job. Good play. Yeah. Good play.
Oh, this is me.
How's Tim Armstrong doing?
Yeah, how's Timmy Boy doing, Ryan?
Or is Lars the one that was from Utah? I know there's one. Like
No, it's the drummer.
That's the drummer, yeah.
Anyway, God bless Rancid. God bless. We're ready to play.
Sorry, we can go down.
We can go.
Who has been in that drummer from Utah has been in the band longer than their original drummer, which
What the
freaks me out
fuck?
because I still think of him as the new drummer.
He, as the drummer of Rancid, he's gone over the Wilford Brimley line. Is that what you're saying? As the job, he's been in the job for 50 years.
He's been you passed Cocoon stage.
All right, this next solo goes out to Wilford Brimley. I passed the line and Cocoon. Man, punk rock. Everyone's dead. People, ready to play. We must get to this guy's play on thoughts, play on the universe, thoughts on the universe. We must go inside of his brain. We must know what he's thinking. Right now he's thinking, I gotta go to bed. But before that, he's got to let us know what he's thinking, what he dreams at night. This is the moment.
You got to put that image up in the chat. Oh no, we first have to do the theme song and all that jazz.
We're there. We're basically there. But thank you for jumping in. Here's the deal, people. Here he is. It's time for a little bit of Clayton. Clayton's insight. Insight of the week. Clay, take it away.
So I was hanging out with a friend of mine over the weekend, and we were like Google Earthing. We're like, well, like sometimes you just like on Google Earth, and you're talking about like cool stuff in Utah. Like, let's go where we're gonna do river trips this spring, and we were done doing that. And I closed my laptop, and then like this morning when I opened my laptop to start work, like it had like shifted, like from where we were looking at cool stuff to like this. It was on this screenshot, and I like looked into this screenshot and did a deep dive of what I was looking at. It looks super weird. It's like, what is this? And I think it's the best. I think it's like the best Google Earth of Utah you could ever have. I texted you this chat. Did you see this today?
Oh, I looked at it and had lots of thoughts.
Okay, well, cool. Well, we share these insights. But if you would just click on the image and then zoom down, you can work your way left to right and see what you're looking at. Like this doesn't. It's like it's peak Utah, man. So this is a shot of Gunnison, Utah.
I know exactly what you're talking about. Hold on, let me just.
Gunnison, Utah is a town in central Utah on 89. What county is it in?
It's right here.
It's south of St. Pete. I think it's in.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Might be still in St. Pete. Anyway, so what you have here in one.
I think you're right. I think it is in St. Pete. But go ahead.
You have the prison, the cemetery, and a massive gun store, all within walking distance of each other. And I'm just like, did someone realize that this might be a weird idea?
Dude, I didn't notice the gun store earlier. That's next level. And it's
called Christensen Arms. Like, how American do you get?
Jesus.
You got Jesus weapons, cemetery, prison facility.
You buy a gun from here, you either end up in the prison or in the cemetery. One of the other.
And then there's the bonus, the aerospace.
I know, which is very...
Shoot your ass into space after you finish your prison sentence. But I'm just like, wow.
That's good, dude.
That's hitting on all cylinders here. I mean, it was just funny because I was like looking at all this beautiful stuff Utah has to offer, but then there's this other side of Utah.
Yes.
That lacks proper zoning.
Or the most beautiful fucking zoning.
I mean,
that is just, that's next level insanity.
It reminds me of something that would probably be like from The Simpsons or something.
Totally.
You know what I mean?
Oh my God.
Like Burns has stake in Christensen Arms and the prison at the same time, and then like, of course, he can make money off the cemetery too.
Look at that green grass right there.
I know. It's like they're dumping a lot of grass into that cemetery and the run up to that prison.
Clay, I saw the beautiful prison cemetery thought in Gunnison. I was like, yeah, and then just the desert around it. But then I did not notice the gun store, the arms place. That's
massive, dude. That gun store is massive.
I want to see if we can.
Get the scale on that thing, dude. Look at that logo.
That's
yeah.
Oh.
Yes. And they're not just selling like arms; they're selling arms.
Yeah. I wish they would show inside, and I'm not getting any insides.
Anyway, yeah, you can, the inside is wow. It's like I just kind of was like contemplating and like showing off all this beautiful stuff in the state, and then just by sheer kind of accident, you see like what also kind of the stuff we have here.
Clay.
Is that what is that? Is that the aerospace?
I think that's aerospace. Yeah, look, because they're not letting you see it.
Oh, or is it the Priz?
No, the Priz is there. That's the Priz. Okay. They ain't worried about them rights.
Yeah, right.
They're
you
just
think
like
that they would have the privacy concerns,
right? No, they're like, take a look. Like, God,
I won't be
please.
retiring to Gunnison. I guess that's my.
I do love Main Freeze. One of my favorite, like Main Street burger fry sauce place is in Gunnison.
It's called Main Freeze.
Main Freeze, dog.
Nice.
Where is
anyway, that's my inside of the week, folks.
This is solid work here, buddy. This tickles old Ryan Schleigel's fancy. I'm going to tell you right now. This is good stuff, my friend. There it is, Main Freeze. I love Main Freeze. My friends.
It's like one of those places where, like, you can get an ice cream cone and like a
you can get a giant
sandwich.
Yeah, exactly. Ugh, look at the title.
Like Polar King and Oakley.
Exactly. It's that style Main Street thing.
May they never die.
May they.
May they keep killing.
It used to be like 5 stars. Yeah, just not like the arms place. It used to be something else. It used to be like 3-star or 5-star burgers, but it reopened as Main Freeze and continues on. We love you, Main Freeze.
Is Freeze from Batman Returns?
Oh,
the spokesperson?
Dude. Now there is synergy. We need to call them up. We need to start selling advertisement for these places. We'll do a shop for them. I
miss when my son was in a phase where he watched that movie all the time.
Oh wow, Freeze.
Yeah.
Anyway, people, good stuff. Clay, it's time to go
to the airport. People complain about the B gates.
That just like that super hot metal. It's got the one air conditioner. That door. Hello, frequency 1229.
Run some weapons out of there.
Seriously. Oh my God, look how big it is.
Yes. Yeah, you're in a town when the airport hangar is 1/10 the size of the gun store.
Good stuff, Clay. Good insight. My friend, we're not done, though. We're not done fishing around in that big brain of yours.
Forward.
We must get into a little segment we love where he just goes over some highlights, my friend, and that is why he goes out to Gunnison, chops some alfalfa, unhitches his horse, rides into Main Freeze, and he tells them all about what he's read in the world of sports. That's right, everybody. This little dog, he's taking us out to the trough. He's going to let us suck down some dirty water and tell us all about what's going on in them world of sports. Clay, what you got for us here, dog?
We'll set the clock at 0. We're gonna see how fast we can do this.
Oh, I love it. Script, reset, Scribner. Let's go.
So Bradford, you know who Kyrie Irving is, right?
Oh.
Got some national attention this year.
That is a good question.
Semitic remarks.
Does Ryan Bradford know who Kyrie Irving is?
He's Speaker of the House, right?
He's the senior senator.
Senator from the great state of California.
Yeah, senator. That's right. That's the words I was thinking.
I mean, he entered the lexicon, even if you're not into sports, he was a topic of conversation because he did say, and he also is a COVID denier. He's a flat earther. He's like basically a Yahtzee of all the wild stuff you can be.
Good pull, Clay.
He's also a basketball player that makes $30 million a year.
So he's a Nazi Yahtzee?
Oh!
So, he's an African American gentleman who's like very well spoken, but he just has these wild.
Easy, but it's
No,
true.
I'm
It's
saying, like he's like educated man.
right.
He's like
But he does hate Jews.
He's not a fan of.
I don't know
of the chosen
what
people.
was I don't know what his anti-Semitic remarks were. I don't know whether they were on the scale of anti-Semitism.
Yeah, I think it was. I think he was in.
It could be fine anti-Semitism.
No. I never said there was fine anti-Semitic. Back that truck up, buddy. I'm just saying you could say that you
reading
could,
between the lines there, Clayton.
Clayton is like, I mean, oh boy.
you know what I'm talking. Like, was he just speaking from ignorance or hatred? There is a line there. Sometimes people speak from an ignorant perspective. They need an education. Anywho, he did make the national news on that. It was a blockbuster trade today. He got traded. Very rare in the NBA that a massive star like Kyrie Irving gets traded. And he got traded to to Dallas Mavericks, home of Luka Doncic, for spare parts. Well, not spare parts. Spencer Dinwiddie's pretty good, but not, it wasn't like a superstar for superstar. It was just, I'm getting some heat in the chat.
Boy.
My political
Only
career
took
is
you
over.
1 minute in, and now you got some political heat going on in the
All right,
chat.
moving on. Let's get away
Oh,
from me.
boy.
Less anti-Semitism, more baseball news. Here's 1 week till Padres
Oh!
spring training, and I'm looking for a Bradford hot take on the Padres. Bradford, what do you think of the Padres this season?
Padres, they're looking hot. They're gonna go all the way, baby. World Series. You can count my words. $500 if they don't. Okay. To
Oh,
We got action.
500.
Oh, you need to screenshot this video. Screenshot this. What do you think about their new acquisitions over the summer?
Oh, they're great. They're just fantastic. I couldn't ask for a better acquisition.
Now, who were they?
What was your favorite acquisition?
Well, yeah. What were their? Where did they play last time before they played with the Padres?
They played in San Diego. I mean, they've been to San Diego a few times. That's why they came here. They love the city. They love the weather.
Who is they?
It's just like, the new acquisitions. Of course, we all know them. We don't have to go through the rigmarole of naming all of them. So yeah.
Did you go to Fan Fest on February 4th?
First of all, let's pull Bradford off the hot seat here. But I will say, I need you to put this into if you want to impress your coworkers at the faculty lounge, at the place where you work, whatever. You just all you need to do is, like, the day before spring training camp, you're like, all you need to say is, I'm really excited to see what Xander Bogaerts is gonna do this year.
Xander.
Oh, Xander, my boy Xander.
Xander Bogaerts.
He likes to pick his Bogarts. You know what I mean? Gets them right out of his nose.
Xander Bogaerts is a shortstop he was for the Boston Red Sox for many years. And the Padres stole him over the offseason.
That's a fucking. That name is amazing.
It's an amazing name. Between him and Tatis,
Here comes
they've got some
Xander
great
Bogaerts.
You got some great names. I'm excited to see how Xander Bogaerts does this year. You know what I'm saying?
Xander. That might have to be every time.
If you want to do a Bogaerts watch,
I'm always doing a Bogaerts watch. I got to make sure
Yeah.
it's clean.
Make sure you're free of any Bogaerts.
Yeah.
Anywho, moving on. Anywho is the name of Donovan. Speaking of people that were stolen from people, Donovan got in a fight this week. A very rare thing. Never happened when he played for the Jazz. Got in a straight up fight on the court after some guy punched him in the junk. Oof. That happened. Look at this. Look at it. Look at this junk shot. And one of the all-time dirty players of the current NBA, by the way, this guy that punched him in the junk.
I love this. You can watch. This is good. Here's the slow-mo. Goes down. Totally. Boom. And then Donovan, bam, throws the basketball at him.
Yeah.
Not that much of no punches, really. No punches.
Well, yeah, they never throw any punches. Punches are too expensive in the NBA, so they just kind of just go at each other. I mean, that was Dylan Brooks from the Memphis Grizzlies, who's a notorious dirty man. But yeah, the punch in the junk. I mean, come on.
No one wants that. No one wants that.
Finally got Donovan to crack and
no, he cracked his
retaliate.
nutcracker.
Hey, Swan Lake. All right, so finally, next week, guys. And some of our less sports literate people might have thought it was going to be this Sunday. But no, next week is the Super Bowl.
I get that, Clay.
Which, after I go to the Snacker Bowl.
Well, I mean, breaking news.
Oh, no.
Don't
tell me it's canceled.
Well, I
can't take any more cancellations of the Super Bowl.
Snacker Bowl's in flux because we gotta get people together. I think a lot of people are out of town, so we might not have the numbers, Clay. We might not have the numbers.
I had my eyeballs on some ready to go pull stuff out of Costco. There's a bucket of chili.
Oh, dude. Well, let's keep it. Let's be in communication because I think.
I mean, you're welcome. We're welcome to pull an audible and have a little small.
And when are you gonna?
Yeah.
When are you gonna get through a Schlegster's gallon?
I'm working on it. Okay.
You're welcome to. We could do a smaller snacker bowl at my house.
Well, maybe let's keep in communication because I'd love to watch it with you. But yeah, it's the snacker bowl. We'll see.
And I've got $25, 25 high risk dollars on this game already.
Well, I want to do the squares, Clay. That's like my favorite part.
Squares
I love the
fun.
squares. So let's keep an eye on that. And speaking of snacks, snackers, all this stuff, Bradford, this one's for you, buddy. This one's for you. Because I think that's what you had, right, Clay? Is it? Ready to play?
Yeah, that's my sports roundup.
Well,
46 seconds.
You saw this too, Clay, but just want to reiterate this. NHL announces Jersey Mike subs. The NHL announced multi-year U.S. partnership. As Ryan Bradford said in our Twitter chat, finally give a shit about the NHL, and I love
Speaking
it.
of Super Bowls.
Ryan, you as a huge fan of Jersey Mike's, I'm a fan of the NHL. What do you think this will be what will this mean for the NHL being a sponsor of Jersey Mike's?
Well, I don't know what it will mean for the NHL, but I know for our friendship, I think it'll be a massive improvement. Like it'll smooth over whatever friction that we've had in the past, and now we can finally live. We can be friends. Because people, regular listeners of the show know that or don't know that we're not friends. Right? We actually hate each other.
We are oil and vinegar, but what the beautiful sandwich by Jersey Mike's does is they take oil and vinegar, put it together, and it works beautifully in the sandwich.
And that's perfect, Schlegel, and that is called Mike's Way. If you get your sandwich Mike's Way, then that is the oil and vinegar just doused on that.
I can't wait.
And it's just beautiful harmony.
The Red Wings,
two people, and sandwiches and hockey.
The Red Wings might lose its longtime captain to free agency. The rebuild might not even be close to being over. My year, I may never see the Red Wings hoist the Stanley Cup again, but I will be hoisting over my head a beautiful Jersey Mike's sub, and that will make me remain a hockey fan. Clay?
What do we know about potential tie-ins? Like, could there be free Jersey Mike's if a team scores 3 goals? Like, what are the possibilities?
It feels like, I mean, I don't want to speak for Mike, but I think he's going to be a fan of the New Jersey Devils. I don't know if there's going to be some sort of tie-in there where he's like Mike against the league, and like, I love my Devils, and he's got sandwiches there.
And every time the Flyers score, can they throw Philly cheesesteaks onto the ice, or is that too much of a
dye the tomatoes black and you have those are your pucks, right, in your sandwich instead of the red tomatoes, black tomatoes?
By the way, before we break sports roundup, no looky, Bradford. What's the name you're going to drop at the faculty lounge?
Nice.
Shabazz Palaces. No,
it's with an X. It starts with an X.
Xander
Bogaerts.
My boy Xander Bogaerts.
Xander Bogart, you're absolutely right. Pick your Bogarts. I pick Bogarts all the time. Can't get enough of it. Clean it right out. Good stuff, Clay. Another fantastic edition. Under 10 minutes edition of the wonderful Clayton.
Sports Roundup.
Let's do. Should we fit in Comics Corner? We got to fit in Comics Corner. We have to. We must.
Yeah, we can do that real
Let's
fast.
do it real fast, people. This guy does a hell of a job. Where he, I think he's going to have some of the best he's ever had, if I'm thinking about it, right, Ryan? Because by having a week off, that means you have even more of a population of comics to pick from. Is that right? True or false?
That is correct. And I don't think anybody will be disappointed. I think these are the best comics that they've seen for years.
Oh my God, this is very exciting. People, if you don't know what he's talking about, this is the longest running segment on Polyester Blend. It is time to, of course, go to a segment where our good friend Ryan Bradford, you know what he does? Well, of course,
Golly, a 4+ paneler.
Oh, shit. Well, that was all garbage. People, it's time for our good friend Ryan Bradford to go through the Sunday comics. He brings up a good point. Quick Schleikster's Gallon update. I have found a bunch of recipes, but I am sad to announce I have not done myself any favors. I'm down to 14 days.
Oh, boy.
14 days.
But it's still very doable.
14, very doable.
Wait, can we see the
progress made?
Is there none? Oh, there's some, dude. You had some?
No, that's just like, this is what
it's just settling. It's just settling.
Schleikster's Gallon is Schleikster's Gallon.
Dude, I've got a bag of wings that they got at Costco.
I know.
Get rid of half
Clay
of that tonight.
and Clay, that's a huge part. We could do the snacker bowl, whatever we come up with, it's going to be a major dent in that gallon. It has to be. It has to be. I also found a recipe. I'm not joking. Out of this, I was looking up recipe book because I don't know about you guys, but I like to make food. I'm a big.
There's got to be a buffalo chili that.
Well, there was literally this book we have. It's like easy recipes, things to do during the week. You're tired, you don't have time, but they're really easy. And one of them was like, make some chicken tenders and it literally says Frank's Red Hot Sauce. It doesn't say buffalo, but we're gonna do it. So I was like, that's a sign. Schleikster's Gallon. I'm not done. I'm gonna make it. God, let's be clear. Schleikster's Gallon is happening.
By the end of the week, you're going to be so desperate, you're going to do like a blood transfusion that, like, instead of blood in the sack, it's going to be.
Well, I've got blood in the sack, I'll tell you that much. But, Clay, I had a burrito the other day.
Okay, I don't want to hear about
No, but you got to know about this, Clay. I had a burrito the other day in this, the place I got it from. Burrito update. But really quick, I had burrito at this place, and they had a delicious mole. I forget which. It was one of like the Rancheritos or Betos, but they had a wonderful mole hot sauce. But it was hot, and I'm not normally a big hot guy, but let's just say
you're a big hot guy.
Thank you, bud. That was a rough exit. For the exit plan was not comfortable, and I was like, shit, I got a gallon of Frank's hot sauce I got to go through.
Different spices have different exit schedules, okay?
That's true.
If you ever know, Thai food takes about 24 hours, and then all of a sudden...
It's rough stuff. Well,
Mexican can hit quick.
It's true. And speaking of what exits pretty terribly in the bowels, we got a wonderful segment our good friend Ryan Bradford does every week. God. It is, of course, time for a hit segment. Ryan's Comics Corner. Buddy, what do we got this week in the hit world of comics?
All right. That was all the preamble. We do have to mention explicitly that this comics corner is presented by Frank's Red Hot Wing Division.
That's true. We did mess that up. Sorry. About that.
No, we talked a lot about Frank's Red Hot, but people just coming in will not know why we are doing that.
It's true.
So
it's true.
Yeah. We get that's what pays the bills. What keeps the lights on.
Oh.
At Polyester Blend. Right, at least in Comics Corner.
That in Comics Corner for sure. So I just realized I had to update the bottom thing. Go ahead, my friend. What do we got?
All right. So the first one, the throwaway, if you will.
Oh, it's coming.
We got Hank Ketchum's Dennis the Menace.
Oh.
And it's a one-paneler today.
Well, we've got this. First, we must announce.
One paneler.
It's a one-paneler. And then, of course, Ryan brings up the fact that it is, of course, the throwaway comic, which is the one where Ryan's like, we just have to do it by obligation. We have to do more than just one comic. We couldn't possibly just do the best one. We have to have a throwaway one.
It's in the Frank's contract.
It is the Frank's contract too. Now, did you see that thing going around before we get into this? And I can't wait. Ryan, did you see that thing on the internet that, what was it? Dennis the Menace premiered the same day in the U.S. and in the UK at the same time, but it was totally two different comics, unrelated. Did you hear about this? Yes.
No.
This is a thing. I didn't go a deep dive, but there's this weird thing. I don't know the history behind it, but it was like two different types of story, but both these comics, Dennis the
They're both
Menace,
called Dennis the Menace?
yes, both different genres. The one on the left is the UK punk rocker, and then on the right is the American boy. But that, yes, there was some. Please, Ryan, we need a full report. This is your segment. I shouldn't be coming with this knowledge.
I will.
Okay.
So
Right.
that's why they have the full guy's name on it, because to differentiate it from the other.
No, they
guys.
were both
And-
called Dennis the Menace. Is what I was under.
No,
the
but it says like Harvey Ketchum's Dennis the Menace.
Oh,
Hank
I see.
Ketchum.
I see what you're saying.
Whatever.
I think that's
his
probably
name is.
someone who inherited the comic from the original person.
He's got tomatoes, mate. He's got
Oh.
tomatoes. That's silly.
God, blimey, he hit me in the gobber with that.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh
His
boy.
pet dog, Nisha. Nisha. All right, go ahead, my friend. Keep going. Ready to play. Ready to play.
Okay, ready to play. So it's Dennis. He's in school. He's being a menace, and and he's pointing at his teacher. He says, How long do you have to teach kindergarten before you get promoted to first grade?" And he's pointing at his teacher.
Yeah.
Totally just undermining her authority, her profession.
Right.
And you can tell by her face that she is just sick of his shit.
Well, I mean, that teacher looks like she doesn't need to be teaching.
Yeah, I
she's
also-
got style. She's got class.
I feel like she's like.
You know, I think
Dennis.
we're beating around the bush. She is a hottie. That is
Yeah.
why I picked. She is the hottest cartoon that we've ever showed on the Comics Corner, and that's why I picked it.
Whoa. Whoa. You been through all the Mary Worth ladies?
Very good stuff.
Cuter than Mary Worth herself.
I love you.
Dennis.
I do like the scarf.
I feel like she can't. I mean,
The outfit, the look, yeah.
I feel like she's unpenetrated.
Oh,
Whoa.
easy now. Stop objectifying these cartoon characters, man.
Sorry, I was trying to say I feel she is unfazed. That's better. Of Dennis's business, because she's like, I feel like she's like, Dennis, I understand your psychological issues. She feels confident within herself, which I appreciate. And the fact that it doesn't get rabbled by these ferocious kids like Dennis the Menace. You know.
Do you think there's like some Laterno? Was that her name? The teacher that seduced him.
Who?
Easy.
It's like
now.
some
What's going on? Man?
Laterno vibes to this teacher.
What does Laterno mean? Do we need to censor him?
That was the name of that. That was the name of that teacher that seduced her boy student and then had a baby with him.
Laterno is one of those words that doesn't mean something bad, but makes you freaked out that it does. And what does that say about anyone who, like my brain, that says that? I don't know. I apologize.
Interesting play to have them the date on the chalkboard. Very, very, very nice touch there for a throwaway. Not to change the subject from Laterno.
Oh no, you're doing a total Laterno, U-turno. From there.
But I would give this a C-, D+.
I'm gonna say
in the hardcore laughs jokes.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say this is one of the most all-timer throwaways. I'm sorry to say.
Mary Kay Laterno.
Mary Kay
Yes.
Laterno. We must rate a play, Ryan. Rate a play. We've thrown it away.
Oh my God, she died in 2020.
Oh,
I didn't know she was dead. That's sad. A tragic. My God, Jesus.
All right.
It's just like a dark turn.
I thought it was. That's not better. I'm sorry. R.I.P. Laterno. We wish your whole.
No, we don't wish her well.
Oh, we don't. I'm sorry. Good riddance.
No.
Good riddance. Good riddance.
Statutory rape.
Oh, the Clay. I was on top of it.
Looks like she died of colorectal cancer, guys.
Rough stuff.
You want to make that sound?
Speaking
sad
of,
noise again.
No other transition.
Oh
Just want
boy!
to say.
Oh God!
Frank's
I knew
Red
this
Hot
was-
Sauce.
Man, you don't back down from an inappropriate joke, do you?
I don't. People, it's Polyester Blend. We are the highest echelon of comedy, entertainment, and fun, and that is why we do a segment called Ryan's Comics Corner, which we're in the middle of. We're done with the throwaway. We must move on to the next one. Oh boy. Oh boy. We're going into one of our classics here. Hold on. We got it's like hold on. I got it. This is the wrong music. What we've got? I'm sorry, Ryan. I'm just seeing what's going on here. We got to set the ambiance for this situation. And I think what you've got here is more of let's see here, a little bit of I think maybe
what would the theme song to Mary Worth be?
Well, just this one with the mood I'm seeing, right, Ryan? I'm seeing a mood here. I'm seeing
There's
like
Midnight at the Oasis.
That's the best one. Ryan, you got a little jazz theme going on here.
Right. That's
So
right.
we're gonna play a little. Here we go,
So I think
Ryan.
last 2 weeks ago, I was we talked about Estelle and going out with Ed. The vet. Estelle, if we remember, was the former love interest of Wilbur. Who we was seeing when he jumped off the cruise ship. Obviously they broke up, and then she has found Ed. So in the last 2 weeks they've just been on one date. They've talked about his job, and it was boring. So but now they've ended up at this Sam's Piano Bar, and that is where we are now.
I love it. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This isn't the right music. I'm so sorry. You know what, guys? I apologize. The right music is I'm sorry. Here we go. I'm just gonna real quick.
You might have to change it even more after you read the opening quote.
Go ahead, Ryan.
All right. So the opening quote is by Bob Marley. And it says, One good thing about music, when it hits you, you feel no pain.
Oh yeah. Wow.
And now take that quote into context, and this is the music, the one that Ryan's playing, is probably what we're hearing at a
Yeah, you feel. I don't feel any pain anymore.
I don't feel any pain.
But by the way, did you know that today is Bob Marley's birthday?
Whoa!
That's why this was said. It would have been his 70.
Whoa.
His 78th birthday today.
Was
The
not
Bayou
that.
was a goddamn zoo last Friday because they were doing a Bob Marley birthday celebration at the stateroom across the street.
It's Bob Marley's birthday.
That's why
Bob Marley
I heard the dispensary in Wendover was very busy earlier today. I heard that.
Well, you know one good thing about Wendover.
What is that?
When you hit the dispensary, you feel no pain.
Nice.
One love, Clay.
One love, two
One
states.
love for that joke. I loved it.
Thank you.
Why has no one in the fucking YouTube
Actually,
ever
the
done?
more appropriate response would be to that joke would be Exodus.
No one on the entire YouTube has done Bob Marley in the style of ragtime. This is bullshit. What the fuck is that?
God, YouTube, you really let us down.
Really let us down.
It is bullshit.
All right, back to the.
All right.
Rate of play.
All right. So you got Estelle and her date Ed on the piano at the piano bar. Just think of this as what's the piano bar in Salt Lake? Is that thing still around?
Well, Tabernacle is where is it now? Because it had to move.
Tabernacle's still around. It's at some other location. So is Keys on Main, I believe, but I've gone to neither one of them in the past 15 years.
Yeah, I haven't had any
Because I'm a snob, boys. I'm a snob. All I do is go to juniors.
Bobby Juniors.
Bobby Juniors.
Go ahead.
Okay, so you got Sam's Piano Bar. You got a word bubble coming from it. It says, "I love this song," and cuts to two people that we don't know, and the woman is saying, "He's really good." Then you see Ed's fingers tickling the ivories, and it says, "After dinner, Estelle and Ed linger at the piano bar," and cut to the big shot of both them playing piano and someone saying bravo and the other guys clap clap clap, and Estelle is saying, "Wow, Ed."
Ryan, sorry. Ryan, real quick.
Clap, clap, clap. Thank you. And then Ed says, after not playing piano all these years, I still remember Time by Anita Coolidge.
Oh.
And then Estelle says, I'm very moved by it. It was beautiful. And then she thinks, and so are you.
Whoa!
Very horny for Ed.
Oh, Ed, tickling them ivories.
Tickling something.
Gonna be tickling something later. Sorry, God. God, Jesus. Little blue humor as it relates to Mary Worth.
Things are getting a little blue in Comics Corner tonight.
Every once in a while we have one of them blue programs.
Oh, yes.
What an amazing addition of our good friends hit segment. Thanks to the Lord Jesus Christ, who I pray to every day, for making sure Ryan lived through his latest illness, a month-long illness. He almost was dead, but he didn't die, and he's an angel, and he bestowed upon us a wish, a beautiful moment, and that is, of course, a hit segment we all love. It was
He reads them and brings them.
Ryan's Comics Corner. Jeremy, last time you went through your ragtime phase, my friend. Last time you went through a ragtime phase.
I've been known to dabble in ragtime.
No.
The dark arts of ragtime.
Well, I am a bit of a silent film.
Fair enough.
Some ragtime elements in there. I also saw the musical Ragtime produced at the Utah Shakespeare Festival just a couple years ago. Everything gets a little confused in the COVID era, but I want to say it was 2021. I think it was their first year back after COVID, but maybe not.
Is it fair to say that ragtime looks like one of the more fun musical genres to play on a piano? Like I don't know if people like want to sit around and listen to it, but it kind of looks like fun to play. Just like, man, but
I think it was a little one-dimensional to really last cross-generational, but I think it's a little bouncy and fun, you know?
It would be funny to talk to someone from the 1930s, like, hey, do you like ragtime? And people are like, fuck that shit. That's old people's music. Like, even in the 30s, like, because it didn't really last, right? Like,
right.
Okay, maybe we should do ragtime next week, and we have to pick our favorite.
It was like the disco of its era. You know, it was hot, but it wasn't popular for super long. But
I wonder if the player piano brought ragtime down.
We're doing ragtime music next week. Sorry, guys.
Rate of play. Got it. The dog is letting me know I need to go to the bathroom, but it is time for music break B.
Then do we want to come back, do quiz?
Quiz.
You want to do quiz? Let's do quiz. All right, next week we're doing ragtime.
Is Clayton really out at 10? Because we
10:30.
10:30.
Okay.
I just knew if I said 10:30, we would allow to go till 10:30. So 10 is what I like to say because we're gonna keep going. People, we must get going with balloon songs. Balloon songs. Clay Dog.
B Ford is going first with
the
song that I thought was a little low hanging fruit.
See it. I pulled an audible even for him because I knew he was screwing up. I knew he screwed up. Ryan, do you know how you screwed up?
How did I screw up?
You played the wrong version of it. You know what to do. Buddy, this is how I assume. This is how I was introduced.
Got to play alternate takes.
You got to play alternate takes, and buddy,
I think I know what you're getting at. I approve.
No. You're not doing what I think you're doing. You're not playing Goldfinger.
We're doing Goldfinger 99 Balloons. We got a 2-song set, Polyester Blend. We come back 2 balloon songs. We got Ryan's official pick for balloon song. We come back after this and Clayton's pick. We're going to do Utah City's quiz. Get yourself settled up for a wonderful night. We keep going, Polyester Blend. And we're doing the pandemic version of it, by the way, so it's even more fun.
Yep.
Polyester Blend. Balloon songs. Pauly Shore. The home of your favorite Goldfinger songs. Polyester Blend.
Das und Goldfinger. Goldfinger 99 red balloons on Polyester Blend. All songs balloons. This next hit by Robin Hitchcock. Balloon. Balloon.
I was walking up 6th Avenue and Balloon Man
Balloon.
came right up to me. He was round and fat and spherical with the biggest grin I'd ever seen. He bounced on up toward me, but before we could be introduced, he blew up very suddenly. I guess his name was probably Bruce. And I laughed like I always do. And I cried like I cried for you. And Balloon Man blew up in my hand. He spattered me with tomatoes, hummus, chickpeas, and some strips of skin. So I made a ride on 44th and I washed my hands when I got in. And it rained like a slow divorce. And I wished I could ride a horse. And Balloon Man blew up in my hand. I was walking up 6th Avenue when Balloon Man blew up in my face. There were loads of them on Bryant Park, so I didn't feel out of place. There must have been a plague of them on the TV when I came home late. They were guzzling marshmallows and then jumping off the Empire State. And I laughed like I always do. And I cried like I cried for you. And Balloon Man blew up in my hand. Balloon Man blew up in my hand.
Balloon Man. Balloon Man by Robin Hitchcock. Back to the Huskies with Polyester Blend.
Thank you, ominous voice.
In
Thank
1967,
you. What
I like
the
that ominous
Joni Mitchell.
DJ voice.
Do you like it or don't
I have
like
a-
it? No good?
No, I do. I
Okay.
really like it. I do have a question though. Robert Hitchcock wouldn't have happened to have been from England, would he have?
Oh, I don't know,
What would
mate.
make you
I
think
don't
that?
know, mate. What you saying
It's
now,
the most
mate?
British pop song I've ever heard.
I don't know,
A
mate.
balloon man, balloon man.
It's like, oh,
From
boo,
the Isle
strawberry
of
fields.
Wight.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
wait, that's even more British than the mainland.
Well, he does have like a lot of British singers when they're singing you can't really tell, but he just sounds extremely British. I'm going to see
He
him.
sounds
in
like he's
Portland in
straight
like a
from the
month.
original.
What?
He sounds like he's straight from the original Wicker Man
Wicca.
film.
Wicca. Hey, man, what's that chair made of? Wicca.
You're gonna go see Robin Hitchcock in Portland? I saw him. I've seen him live.
All right, why don't you guys show each
I've
other's
seen him
dicks
live
then?
a
What
few
the
times.
fuck
I
is
saw him
going
at the
on?
stateroom. We just mentioned a minute
I
ago.
saw him open up for the Flaming Lips in Vegas. That was cool.
Speaking of flaming lips, I've got a gallon of Frank's Red Hot sauce I got to get through, and I am going to try.
My ex-wife got kicked out of that concert.
Poly Blend. And that makes it
I
1,
saw
2,
him
300 in
play
that
his-
battle.
That was a long time ago. It was a long time ago.
That's a 1 for Eggs and 300 for Clay Dog.
Hey, it's, you know.
Clay got kicked out of concert so often. I was at one where he got kicked out of, for God's sake.
Hey.
Hello.
I was surprised when Clayton wasn't the one kicked out of the concert. So I guess
Yeah.
that shows you the stories.
By the
Clayton
way,
We don't need to tell.
I was just gonna say no. But so there was Clay earlier. I forgot to even pay off the fact I said. What the fuck do you?
Every time I've been kicked out of a concert was for funny bad reasons, not really serious bad reasons.
So Clay, there may. Oh, I should not. Apparently, in Scientology, I was listening to a podcast. The
Clay
office
Dog
hours,
is-
but Clay Dog might mean something because apparently a big part of what you do with Scientology is clay sculpting, like your emotions and all that. And someone was like, "Do you know what a clay dog is?" And I paused what I was listening to, and I was like, wait. And I tried, and I have yet to find an image that verifies this. But on this podcast, they were talking about something in Scientology with clay and what the things you make a clay dog. And I was like, Clay Dog!
Oh, God.
Can you believe it? Can you believe it? Until I
Do
get.
you know, like, so, I mean, is it time that I admit that I am a level 6 Thetan and fully declare? Or I am the Clay Dog.
I am the Clay Dog.
By the way, like
Ooh.
in the early 2000s, somebody like I was in a band in the early 2000s.
By the way, Utah City's quiz coming up, so people who need to jump on for that, jump on. Go ahead, Clay.
So, I don't know, ready to play, but I was in a band in the early 90s.
Get the fuck out of here. Are you serious?
Early 2000s, and somebody made a Wikipedia page for us, and it was and then made a Wikipedia page for every member, and my page was vandalized and made to look like I was a heavy Scientologist, and I thought it was glorious.
Well, that's kind of fun.
Glorious Wikipedia vandalism.
That's kind of super fun. I'm a fan of that.
I hear you, bro.
I like what you're laying down. Ryan, your thoughts? Do you think Clay belongs in Scientology?
Obviously, yes.
Your thoughts on
Obviously.
now, as a man of Southern California, this must be in your blood.
It
The
hits
Scientology.
hard. It hits hard.
Am I right, Ryan?
But you know, the headquarters of Scientology is actually in Florida.
I went to the big one in LA. I just remember that years ago, Ryan, our good friend Christian. What's her name? Krista. Sorry, Krista.
Oh,
Lauren
yeah.
and I got picked
Boy,
up.
must be a good friend.
Well, I haven't seen her for several years. God bless. I hope she's well. But she's friends with our friends, and I was going to meet up with Steve and Lindsay and all, and Krista was the one available to pick me up at the airport. And we were trying to figure out what to do for like a couple hours, and it's like, well, let's go to the Scientology building. And we went inside of it, and we were like, this is funny. We're having fun. And then like 5 seconds inside of it was like, we need to leave. We got to get out of here. Like we got out of there and just drove the fuck away. But I'm glad I did it. It was like a weird, like,
Was it the Industry of Death Museum?
the big blue one downtown LA, right?
Psychology and Industry of Death.
Yes.
We went to that. Janine and I went. Yeah, it's the production value is very impressive. Like they put a lot of money into.
Oh no! Wait, this is
no.
I
this is
typed in
different.
Science
This is
Center.
where
Scientology build. Ready to play. But yes, you went inside of it.
Yeah, we went into the anti.
Yes, this guy.
Psychiatry.
Oh,
We
you
didn't
went.
go here. We went to the anti-psychiatry propaganda museum that they financed.
Oh, the Scientology main building.
Yeah, Schlegel went into the main.
I didn't know that they had Jesus. I didn't know they had like crucifix iconography.
It's weird. Everything's weird. Well, I don't know. I'm a big fan of Office Hours, Tim Heidecker show with Vic and Doug. But Vic has been apparently listening to audio tapes of Hubbard just talking, and it's like, it's the shit I think that Paul Thomas Anderson based The Master on, just like drunken ramblings of a madman, just like insanity.
If you ramble enough.
Hey, speaking of Polyester Blend, we are doing a great show here tonight. We're having a great time. Love being here with our friends. We need to check in real quick. A couple things real quick. Order of business here. Producer Rob's now on the Zoom line. Producer Rob, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Real quick, I'm distracted. Where are you with the dishes? Are we there yet? Are we not there yet? Where are we at?
Oh, it's real early in the process.
Okay, so you're coming along.
Getting started.
Okay, thank you. It helps for me to know where I'm at. Thank you, Producer Rob, for being here. And Gurky, you're here. Gurky, you're live with us?
I'm here.
Okay,
I'm here, man.
All right, your thoughts here so far. You got balloon songs. You've got a lot of conversations happening here tonight. Your thoughts so far on the show?
I'm kind of enjoying the brisk, lively pace of this show. So let's get to it.
Ready to play!
The brisk, lively pace of nearly getting canceled a few times.
We will be canceled at some point. It's in the cards. I got a tarot reading. People, it is time. Get you, man. We should go get a tarot reading for the show. People! It'll be like, it's going to get thicker. It's going to get thicker. People, speak of thicker. It's the Utah Cities Quiz is a game between Clayton and Ryan. Utah Cities Quiz is a game of knowledge of the correctional facilities next to cemeteries, next to gun stores. That's right, everybody. This is the hit game, where we got Ryan and Clay going into a battle to the death, I would say. A death that will come after a long, torturous time.
A couple visits to the main freeze, man.
A couple visits to the main freeze, which God knows we all need. I'm gonna
main freeze.
I like resetting the timer. It's fun to do this for every segment. See where we're at. Do a look at it afterwards. Because we got ready to play. Oh my God, we only have so much time with Clay. We must keep going. People, ready to play. We've been doing this quiz for some time now. It's a quiz between Ryan and Clay. Purple is Clay. Yellow is Ryan. You can see on the scoreboard right now it is 40-37. That means we have done 77 of these quizzes right now.
Yeah, your ass got beat last week, Bradford.
By that.
You weren't even here.
Clayton got a 5-point question on the last one, and
Bradford knows how that goes.
It was totally a screw job.
It was rigged. But at the same time,
I direct your eyes up to the top right corner of the map where it says ×5.
We haven't done one of
sin.
We haven't done one of those.
Remember the original sin back when the circles were circles.
We haven't done that for a minute. We got to do that again.
I think the original sin was back in the county quiz.
It was county quiz for sure. God bless. These memories. It is currently 40-37. How we do this is it's 5 questions plus a bonus. The person who won last week gets to go first. Every question is worth 1 full point to the person being asked. If they get it wrong, the other person can steal for 0.5. Lifelines are infinity. Well, kind of, but they only have 2 people really playing right now. So you got 2 lifelines. Tell us if you want them. The person with the most points at the end wins. I've never said that before. Let us go through this. We know right now that we did the Richfield Reaper, which is a newspaper that services Sevier County. It's a severe quiz. It's a severe issue that we must find out who is going to be first in Utah City's quiz. Last week was won by Clay. You get a guess first for 0.0025. My friend, which town or city or census designated area in the great county of Sevier County do you think the city is this week?
Oh, I always guess this one city, and I am going to do it again. Kusharam.
Kusharam in the light. Ryan Bradford, please give your best bet to get a little bit ahead. 0.25 in this week's Utah Cities quiz. What city do you think we're doing in the wonderful county of Sevier?
Sevier City.
Severe City.
Severe City.
The metropolitan, what is it? Megalopolis of Severe County. The thriving artist.
Goldfinger's third record. Just kidding. Severe City. Yeah.
Severe City. Down, daddy.
29 bed left balloons.
I'm going to have to say for both of your responses, gentlemen, I'm so sorry. Both of you are incorrect. You're incorrect this week to identify what the correct city that we are doing this week is. Oh, gentlemen.
Monroe.
We are, of course, I think we've already done Monroe. We have done a couple, but gentlemen, we are, of course, doing Annabella.
Oh,
Annabella.
wow.
Are we all, everyone right now, honest truth, so cross your hearts, swear to die, how many people here who have actually heard of Annabella, Utah?
Zero. Not me.
Zero.
Jeremy, Rob, Gerke.
I thought you made it up.
It's one of them deep cuts, man.
But I'm curious to hear how the YouTube pronounces it.
People, we always like to do an oeuvre. We like to do an oeuvre of our fair cities of Utah Cities quiz, the subject matter. But before we get to that, we must get to some business. As we all know, the person who goes first in question number 5 comes from the coin flip in which the person who won last week gets an opportunity to go first. This week, that honor goes to Clay. Clay, you, of course, know that we have the old school, been here with us since the county days. Or is it, actually, I got to find it real quick. Where is it? Oh my God. Oh, there it is. Is it our good friend, now Large Penny, used to be Tiny Penny? Which one do you want? Tiny Penny or
old school?
Whoa!
Back to a classic. Back to a classic.
And this is so big. Wow. Why is that so big?
Wow.
Mega big, original, heads or tails?
Heads.
To go first in question number 5, Clay says heads. Oh! If he would have said Large Penny.
Achievement.
Oh!
Baby steps.
Clay. Disappointing. Sad to see. Ready to play. Let's get going.
You hate to see it.
You hate to see it. That means Ryan will get first in question number 5. Before that, we like to do an oeuvre of the community you're about to look at. Gerke brought a good point up. Let's see what the internet have to say. The internet has to say on, wait a minute. It's what? And what is it? It's what? What is it? Let's just hear what the internet has to say. What? Annabella?
A great place to visit, Annabella.
Whoa! I've never heard it go that high. Never heard it go that high.
How many views on that?
Guess.
125.
8 years ago. Ryan?
213.
24. Not much better than us.
Still
But better than us. This is a drone view. I mean, at this point, I'm pretty sure there is a drone shot of every community in Utah. Every time I search, there's always one that's
Good, as long as there's a real estate agent selling properties, there's a drone.
Mm-hmm. It is, of course, I believe in the Rooster Valley or whatever Richfield's in. It's right next to Central Valley.
That's why the rooster came and.
Don't know what that means, but Rooster Valley, Central Valley right next to it, Richfield right next to it, just north of Monroe. It is just a little bit to the east off of State Street or 89. So it's just a little southeast, and I'll show on a map where it is. But this is just a little.
It would be a suburb of the greater Richfield area.
Yeah.
Would you say?
Yeah, absolutely. That is a great way to put it, my friend. Very insightful of you. This one is some great YouTube internet.
Oh, wow.
This is great stuff, gentlemen. This is entitled 5 Must-Try American Restaurants in Annabella, Utah.
It's not 5 restaurants in this town, is it?
Curated by our team of industry
Watch
experts.
this.
We aim to provide you with the most relevant information possible. So Stay with us till the end to learn more about the best American restaurants. Don't forget to like and subscribe and let us know which is your favorite in the comments below.
That's the greatest part,
Is that
Clay.
AI? Is
That's
that
the
AI?
greatest part. That's the great. I don't know it.
Best American restaurants.
The greatest American restaurants. It is just bullshit. And by the way, look at this list. This is the best.
Subway. Oh, yeah, it really does say Subway. Deli, America. Stock food is stock food.
We gotta bake this, dude. We gotta make a version of this. Wieners. Oh my god.
Is there really a Wingers in Annabella? It doesn't seem like it would be able to sustain something.
I think
like
they're
that.
all. This is all. What it does is that it, like the reason it's like American restaurant is like it's all just like some weird YouTube channel. We'll say, gentlemen, Polyester Blend's kicking its ass. This video came out 3 weeks ago and has 2 views.
Both of them are you.
It's true. It is both me. We've seen this before. There's just these weird things that's like.
So they're just trying to get hits.
Yes.
By throwing up stuff. Okay,
And speaking of hits, look at this one. This is entitled Annabelle, Utah 84711. Kara Egan top 10 Sensi candle bar forum safe review. Warmer jobs love.
Welcome to Troy and Carrie Egan's Scentsy Wickless YouTube channel. We're highlighting some of the Grace Adele bags today. And this is the Shelby bag, and this is a very, very popular bag. It's an oversized modern satchel.
It has nothing to do with Annabella, Utah. Just again, these algorithms. These algorithms. Last thing I bring this up, one of these Annabella from 1897. Water has always been the issue in this area. Water has always been the issue in the area, and how it has never quite up and down the flow of the population. This one I love. They got rid of the Annabelle canal, but this article from May 10th out of Richfield says Saturday night, someone unknown malefactor blew the smithereens to the main flume of a large canal that supplies all outlying farms of Annabella. Ryan's gone. Bye, Ryan. See you. We lost Ryan. It was fun having Ryan.
It was too much Annabella for him.
I just love that someone on May 10th, 1897 blew the smithereens out of the Annabella. Town people, this first question goes to Clay, and that's perfect that Ryan has just left the quiz and someone might have to take in. Don't know what's going on. I bet he spilled something. It seemed like a man rushing out.
No, I got a big sneeze. I had to clean up. Sorry, everybody.
Wait a minute. You had such a big sneeze you had to clean up?
You know, you sneeze in your hand and it's like, oh, God.
He's been
what am I
sick
gonna
all
do with
month.
this?
Like,
Yeah,
don't sign to shame him.
It sounds like you just had a huge Xander
Bogart.
It sounds like a giant Xander Bogart. Giant Xander Bogart. Clay, first question's for you. First question is for you, my friend. Don't forget you have lifelines. Don't forget you have lifelines. First question has to do with this town of Annabella. Have you heard of it? Of
course. They have now.
Okay, we have been talking about it for some time now, but the first question has to do with the name, Clay, the name of Annabella. Clay, did you know?
Just don't tell me it used to be antebellum.
Now, it's funny you say that, Clay, because it was originally known as Omnipoint. Omnipoint, Clay. It was originally known as Omnipoint. Any guess why?
I don't have any idea why they would change the name.
Well, buddy,
they got sued for trademark infringement by the Omnipoint.
That is Gurky being
the Omnipoint
omnipresent.
The Omnipoint Corporation.
Any reason why it's called?
First of all, that's creepy. It's a weird name. Why it was called that?
Yeah.
I'm guessing it was a crossroads of several different ways to other places.
I'm not gonna. I think you're not too far off, even though it's so. What it was, Clay. Originally, Richfield was known as Omni. Richfield was known as Omni.
Oh, Omni is a book in the Book of Mormon.
Ah, my friend.
It's actually pronounced Omni.
Well, that helps everything. So it was probably Omni Point, my friend. It was probably Omni Point.
I remember that.
Your deep religious background and current love really helps out with the city quiz. Thanks for filling in those gaps.
That's an accurate description of my relationship.
As
with
you say,
organized religion, but
you got to go to bed before 10:30 because you got to wait up and do the
Work for Jesus.
bishop talk, which they all love. People, my friend Clay, we must ask though. We know that it was Omni Point because of Richfield being Omni, but they did eventually rename it. Years later. Clay, my question for you, Annabella. Okay, Annabella.
Mm-hmm.
Where does that name come from? I give you 4 options. Was it A, Annabella of Scotland, Scottish royalty?
Mm-hmm.
Was it Annabelle Lee, poem by Edgar Allan Poe, misspelled? Notice they did misspell it, but it's based off of that poem. Was it C, a mix of the names of the first 2 women settlers of the area, Anna and Isabella? Or was it D, Annabella, a town in Ireland? You have lifelines, 2 of them, in fact. Producer Rob, our good friend, Unproducing Gurky. And you have, of course, your brain that's full of insight. What do you think the actual answer is, what the name of Annabella comes from?
I always start with Gurky, and I'm going to do that. I'm not going to break tradition here.
Gurky lifeline.
It's C.
Big mistake.
No, I don't. It's C. I don't know why. It just feels like that's a Utah thing to do. So I don't think they're quite well. And I don't even know. I guess the poem was probably written in that time.
Poem was written in 1849.
Yeah, I think it's C.
Let's go with C. Let's go with C. No questions. I trust my lifeline.
He loves his
I
lifeline.
rarely raw dog my lifeline.
The name was changed to Annabella according to local history after the first 2 female settlers, Anna Roberts and Isabella Dalton. 1 full point to Clay Dog. He used his lifeline wisely. We must go on. Ryan, this is your turn. You really got to get Ryan.
Yep.
Ryan.
Yep.
I know you got to run out and
Xander.
You've got buckets of Xander all over yourself.
By the way, Xander's Steakhouse is a great restaurant.
Oh, man. We got our signature steak sauce, Xander sauce. We just wait till Ryan Bradford coughs up a lung. We slathered that on a steak. Ryan, speaking of slathering your brain all over a knowledge, why don't you go ahead and give us what you think the correct answer is? Buddy, this is worth one. Ryan, no joke. This is worth 1 full point. First guess. Okay. First guess, Ryan. If you get this right, 1 full point. Okay. Ryan,
Right.
Annabella, Annabella. What is the name of its monthly newsletter? It's City Monthly Newsletter. What is the name of it? If you get first guess, Ryan, if you get it right, 1 full point. Annabella.
No choices, just
the full raw dog.
Raw dog for 1 full point. This is not the question. This is just
you're going off piece and just giving him opportunities to score points. Beautiful.
Go ahead, my friend. Ryan.
Not just normal.
This is normal quiz here. Normal quiz. Ryan.
Doesn't seem like it's normal SOP to me.
No, I
not gonna get
I have
it.
no idea that Annabelle Times.
Ryan, very good guess, buddy. I thought maybe you'd get it, buddy. It's of course called the anagram. My friend. Anagram is the name of the monthly.
Of course
it is. So, buddy, the monthly. Wait, let me see if I can find it here. So the monthly newsletter. It's called the Anagram. Cute as can be. Ryan, you know how cute it is? Whoever's in charge of this website, super adorable. This is also not the question, but you get a chance for 1 full point. Ryan, give me the name of the website for Annabella, Utah City. Ryan, give me the name of the website. It's a cute name. Now you know it's Anagram for the newsletter. Give me the name. Just one guess. This is not number 2 question. This is just a chance for 1 full point.
Oh my god. Cam. Dot
Ryan, of course you're wrong. It is Sweet Home Annabella.
Oh, Jesus.
Ryan, you are not doing well.
Dot what? Dot biz or what?
.com. You have missed 2 opportunities, Ryan. 2 opportunities to pull ahead of Clayton, but don't worry, you have a third. This is the actual question. Ryan, on the latest February newsletter of the Anagram, the newsletter from Annabella sitting, I don't know what it is, Census Desert, whatever it is. Ryan, guess what? We got big news. Big news, Ryan. We got new stop signs.
Turn it up.
Buddy, there's new stop signs in the city of Annabella or the town or whatever, the small little area it's known as. Ryan, my question for you in the newsletter indicates how many new stop signs there are in Annabella as of February 2023. Ryan, give me your answer of how many new stop signs there are. Is it A, 2 new stop signs, B, 4 new stop signs, C, 6 new stop signs, or is it D, 8 new stop signs? It says it in the newsletter. You have lifelines. Take it away, Ryan.
I think, my guess is probably as good as any of the lifelines here. I believe, unless that's putting too much power upon myself. Rob Nielsen, Mr. Rob.
I'm afraid to say I think you're right that your guess is as good as mine. What was your guess?
I was gonna say
Your,
4.
first guess. Thinking 4.
I was gonna say 4. Yeah.
I mean, I think trust your gut.
Look at that.
He's right.
Sometimes the lifeline just has to just give you a little confidence boost.
Well, okay,
He's
but
right.
here's the thing: 4 stop signs. That's 1 intersection, right?
That's
Could be 2.
That's not.
Depends
That's
what.
not what we're
Could
doing.
be a 4-way stop.
It's not what we're doing. It's not what we're doing. I will tell you right now. Smart man.
I assume you're counting intersections. Is this counting intersections or is this signs themselves?
Yes, clarification for the question.
That is a notable distinction.
You know what also it is? It's a frickin' clue. So maybe you should just not, Quizmaster not giving you any leg up.
I think that the way we're gonna have to. I think we're gonna have to have the judge on this one. I think we're gonna have to have the judge on this one.
Just pull up the city minutes of the Annabella City Council and we'll figure this out.
He's hemming and hawing over this. If it's just stop signs, they wouldn't say stop signs and mean stop sign intersections. They would mean stop signs because they are looking to inflate their numbers because they are egregiously small. And if it was just 2 stop signs, they would mention the yield signs in the other 2 directions. They'd want to inflate their numbers further. So I think it's got to be 4 stop signs for 1.
Got it. 4.
I think that's it, man.
That was my gut.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah.
That is right. Now it says stop in the name of love. Watch for new stop signs. So I went with 4 just because it lists 4. But I noticed now.
True, but those could be,
It could be very.
I think you've got to give it to him based on.
Oh, absolutely. I went with 4 because it was 4.
I want to meet the person that's writing for the anagram. They're doing a little cute stuff. They're trying to be funny and cute with their stop in the name of love.
Dude, Annabelle Dog Clinic Saturday. I mean, I'm telling you, anagrams. It's a fun. You got to reach out, Clay. You got to reach out.
Is that a news story or is that a paid ad from the city?
No, it's the city's newsletter.
So they publish. Okay.
Yeah, the anagram.
I am going to send all.
It is laid out like it's stuck in between 2 different pet-related ads.
Well, by the way, they've been announced. I looked at last month, still about dog license. They've been on dog license for a minute. Clay, you're on a different kind of license, a license of knowledge. We hope you get certified in it, okay?
I'm going to write AnnabellaTown@hotmail.com.
They seem like fun people. They seem like fun people. Clay, question for you real quick. We are doing a whole thing. We might be doing the Snacker Bowl. We're going to have fun playing off the Super Bowl next week. We're going to have fun. We're leading up to it. I couldn't find it more perfect that a small town of Annabelle, Utah. In fact, only has one notable person, even though I think everyone from Annabella, male or female, whoever you identify, is actually a notable person from Annabella. But
yes,
on their Wikipedia page, they list one person. That person's name, Clay? This dude. Clay, do you know who this guy is? Because it says at the top.
Looks like his name is Virgil Carter.
That's it, bud.
He played ball.
Do you know Virgil Carter at all, Clay? Do you know Virgil Carter at all?
No.
So, buddy, my friend, I've never met him. This is Virgil Carter. He was
Looks
born.
like he played ball before they had helmets.
He was born in Annabella, but it looks like he went to high school in California near Folsom, I think is where he graduated from high school. But he did, in fact, attend BYU. He was
man in Reno.
He was a quarterback in the early to mid 60s.
Oh.
He was drafted into the NFL. He eventually retired by playing both in the NFL and in other leagues at the time. He retired in 1976. Clay, you have lifelines. My question was, he was notable for being the first what at BYU? The first what at BYU? First quarterback what? Okay, Clay? First quarterback what? Okay? You ready?
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Was he A, the first notable passing quarterback? Notable quarterback to wear a helmet with face protection. C, drafted into the NFL or play in a Super Bowl? Was he the first quarterback from BYU to do one of the following? You have lifelines. In honor of the Super Bowl, because God bless, it's the game of all games.
You said he retired in 1976.
Correct.
I think we have to call it the big game, Schlegel.
Thank you.
Sponsorship. Frank's didn't.
That's
do
right. Thank you, Jeremy. It's the big game.
All right, Nielsen.
The guy who's notable big football fan.
I'm a big football fan.
But
it's true.
Use your brain a little bit here. So
Yeah.
let me give you my first takes here.
Yeah, let's hear your first take.
I don't believe that it is B or C, because I think we're far past face protection at this point. In the and when he's in the mid 60s, I think we've got face protection. Drafted in the NFL, I gotta think BYU's been around for 100 and something years. Their football program, that someone was drafted in the NFL. Passing quarterback played in the Super Bowl. I don't know. What do you think?
Schlegel, the first time you asked the question, I did not hear you say specifically that he was setting a record for the first quarterback from BYU to do this thing.
First,
you were just saying he's just the first quarterback to do this thing.
Specific to BYU. Good clarification. Okay. Specific to BYU.
The other thing, the other thing to consider, the first Super Bowl was in 1969, I believe, or 68 or 67. Anyway, it would have been right in his wheelhouse of when he would be there.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say play in Super Bowl.
I feel like Schlegel has been leading us into this answer, and is it reverse psychology? Let's go with D.
D. Clay, seemingly knowing enough about football that the Super Bowl started, I don't know, 60s. He does a great job of chewing gum. And I want him to chew on this because he went with D. First BYU quarterback play at a Super Bowl.
I know where this is going.
All right, sorry. To be fair, I don't know what a passing quarterback is.
To be clear, the first quarterback from BYU to play in a Super Bowl was, of course, Kirky.
Jim McMahon.
Jim McMahon.
Quarterback. Jim McMahon. Sorry. Sorry, it was like, no. I was thinking of it. Jim McMahon was, of course, the first quarterback to be a BYU quarterback to be in the Super Bowl. Ryan Bradford for 0.5 to pull ahead because it's 1-1 right now. Passing quarterback A, quarterback to wear a helmet with a face protection, or C, drafted to the NFL. What was our born in Annabella, Utah, Virgil Carter, the first to do as a quarterback from BYU? You have lifelines.
Gurky, what do you think?
Sorry, I'm chewing. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. We can definitely hear the chewing.
I think he was probably the first quarterback to wear a helmet with face protection.
I was thinking, yeah.
And I say that because my uncle played at the U in '69, and I don't think he had face protection at that point. So I think I would go with that.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do B.
Let's do B. You are ripping the protection of having time to think of this answer by ripping
Raw
off
dogging
that.
with no protection.
He did not raw dog. He definitely
asked.
He asked a buddy.
I was making a joke about protection. Never mind.
No one understands it, just like no one understood why you chose Super Bowl, because that was the most insane thing to choose.
Shut up.
Even though I got you.
Even I knew Jim McMahon.
That's the best insult of the day. We must, of course.
Way to play.
We must ask, of course, to go to where I got this. By the way, side note, one of the things he wasn't the first at BYU. This would have been a little bit more complicated. He was the first to start the work of analytics, it turns out, for NFL. It's really interesting. Carter is credited as one of the founding developers.
That's really interesting. Analytics.
By the way, that's the end. That's the end of Polyester Blend. Ryan Bradford took the fun out of this entire show.
Talk about throwing smoke. Yeah, that's really interesting.
No. Let's talk about
He played for the San Diego Chargers, but what town do you live in? The dumb town where your brain that's stupid is more like if everyone in your town put their brains together, people would be like, "This is the dumbest brain." Ryan Bradford's. So anyway, your dumb brain is dumb. But you're also wrong. It turns out that he was the first notable passing quarterback. But what's interesting about this, the Wikipedia page makes it work really hard to say that this was the first quarterback to show that the passing forward was a big deal. It eventually led to Ruben Lavelle Edwards. Everyone knows that guy from our childhood. He was the assistant coach. Virgil was like, we should start passing.
Stadium named after him, right?
So Virgil was like, we should start playing a game where we pass the football forward. This guy Virgil was like, I got it. I'll do what that guy said. Made a whole life out of it, and they eventually became a whole school that led to quarterbacks who were really good at passing, leading to the quarterback in the Super Bowl in 1985 and the quarterback known as Steve Young. Gentlemen,
so did quarterback didn't pass until BYU thought of it? Is that
passing was not a thing until the Mormons were blessed by God to know.
There was already
and did playing without a protection was that raw dogging?
I think it was late 50s. I think by the 50s it was over. At least one bar. I think it was the 40s was the last decade where they didn't.
When they wore the leather helmets, leather hats,
leather heads. Ryan, this one's for you, buddy. This one's for you because you have the next question. It is 1-1. Ryan, I know you, buddy. You love a good cemetery story, right? You love a good cemetery story. My friend, I found a whole Annabella, Utah. He seems to run out of information. So Annabella is the first thing, but I think it starts to do severe and other things. But he does have a fascinating thing where he talks about this. It is a quote from this history blog about Annabella, linked from the Annabella City website. Ryan, quote, one of the fascinating aspects of a small town, Utah, is the complexity in family connections. I was over the Annabella Cemetery for 3 terms on the Annabella City Council. Since the town was officially made a town, records were kept, but many mysteries developed over time. Ryan, listen closely. A blank was uncovered only to find it belonged to some Dalton guy. This is from the blog. He buried it ahead of the rest of him, but failed to have have that recorded. Ryan, some Dalton guy in the Annabella Cemetery buried which body part before he actually died and never left a record of it? Ryan, was it A, a hand? Was it B, an arm? Was it C, a leg? Or D, a foot? What part did a Dalton guy bury before he died and put his body in the ground? You have lifelines.
I'm gonna say
raw dog.
I'm gonna raw dog this.
Can I get an amen?
I am gonna say that it's the foot.
The
D,
foot.
The foot, because other missing anything else would be extremely hard to bury something. Would make it very.
Oh, you're saying to shovel something,
Yes.
you would need two hands.
I think so.
Interesting. I believe that one of our great actors of all time are Daniel Day-Lewis, and he proved that you could do a lot without his left foot. Ryan, sadly, you're still at 1 point. Clay, you can pull ahead for 1.5. If you guess the right part of a human body that was buried well before this guy buried himself. I don't think he buried himself, but when he was buried, Clay, is it a hand, an arm, or a leg?
I don't know why Gurky's... Oh, he's back. It's Gurky's turn to be my lifeline. I ain't raw dogging shit.
What do we think it is? Hand, arm, or leg buried before some Dalton guy was dead?
I mean, foot would have been where I would have gone.
I really liked foot too. I thought that was pretty good.
But you know, Annabella, you're working on some farm equipment out there. You could lose anything.
That's kind of what I was thinking. But if you lose it like in a chipper, you're not going to bury it. But maybe an arm. I just feel like an arm. I think it was sort of a farming accident of some sort, but you could lose a leg in a farming accident too. But I'm going to go with arm. Sorry, I can't be more help.
We're going with B. Let's do it. Let's ride
B,
this train,
arm.
this Gurky train, as long as we can go.
Gurky train, ride it. It can always ride you into paradise or into the side of a mountain. In fact, it was a leg was uncovered. A leg was uncovered. Ryan, you were on the right path, but it wasn't just the foot. It was the whole goddamn leg.
There was a foot attached to it, was there not?
Now, Jeremy, as I wrote this question, I knew your beautiful judging voice would come into my brain, and I went off exactly because I thought about doing different variations of this: a finger, like a shoulder. I thought like a dog. I thought like a partner, but I was like, you know what? I'm going to go with all the appendages. It says leg. It doesn't give me. I could say arm. I could say foot. It says leg.
Could have been missing a foot. It doesn't say.
It just says leg. Just says leg.
He actually kept the foot. Just lost the leg.
It's you never know. He might have it on his mantle.
You never know. It's 1-1, gentlemen. This next question is for Ryan because Clayton got the fucking goddamn coin flip wrong. He got it wrong. Ryan, this is a big moment. You need this, bud. You really need this. You really, buddy. Here's the next question. The next question has to do with this. Has to do with. What? God damn it! Where the fucking goodness, son of a bitch! God damn it! I hit the thing all set up and then it went away. What the fuck did I do wrong? Hold on, I gotta pull this up. Ryan, we of course were earlier talking about the Richfield Reaper, right? We were talking about the Richfield Reaper. The Reaper is of course the name of the paper that has been in the Richfield, Sevier County forever. There's this weird thing with the Utah Digital Archives. They have like a bunch of articles until 1940, then it stops, and then they come back in 1994. So I was like weirded out. I was like, why 1994? Like, I don't know why. I just saw and I was like, that's interesting. It turns out that I found an article to deal with something called Big Rock Candy Mountain. Ryan, are you familiar with Big Rock Candy Mountain at all?
A little bit, yeah.
It's a beautiful little resort area that's in just south of Sevier County. Well, it's in Sevier County, but it's so here is where right here is where I forgot to show you guys this earlier. There's Glenwood. So where the hell am I? Okay, so over here, there's Annabella. So here's Annabella, very, very small. You zoom out, and down here, just a little bit, there's Big Rock Candy Mountain. I'm sorry, I thought we're a music show. I thought this article would be interesting for us to talk about. It's from the Richfield Reaper, and trust me, I tried finding out more about this. It's the
I've been smoking cigarette trees all night.
Mm-hmm. So this is the...
That's a lyric from the song.
God bless. Here's the Richfield Reaper from 1994. 1994, okay? 1994. They have an article in this, Ryan, Ryan, it says, according to the article in the Richfield Reaper 1994, it says, according to the article, that a, quote, founding member of the Beach Boys had bought the gas station and mini mart at Big Candy Mountain Resort and was going to reopen it. Ryan, my question for you, out of the original members, and I'm just going to say it's a little tricky, okay? Out of the original members of the Beach Boys, which one of these is the person who is reopening the Big Rock Candy Mountain gas station and resort? Ryan, you have 4 options.
Wow.
Was it A, Mickey Doyle? B, Bruce Johnston? Was it C, Ricky Fattar? Or was it D, Blonde Chaplin?
Are all these people at one point members of the Beach Boys?
Schlegel said founding member of the Beach Boys.
And I also said this would be, I would just say be skeptical. Be skeptical.
So the article...
Easy now, Judge.
The article cites this person as claiming to be a member of the founding members of Beach Boys. And they are
charlatan, perhaps.
Yeah. So according to the story, they were a founding member of
Yeah, okay.
According to the person in the story.
All right. Rob, producer Rob. No? Oh, he shook his head.
You chose
Too late,
poorly.
the line has been lifed.
Oh yeah, great. I mean, we all know Mickey Doyle is a straight shooter. So, Schlegel would never call his character this. Ricky Fattar, Schlegel's just trying to play in some Islamophobia.
I've been called out. I've been called out. I've been called out. I will say this.
Yeah.
I will say this. Keep going.
Uh-oh.
I'm not going to say anything.
All right. Bruce Johnston is absolutely made up. So Blonde Chaplin is obvious. He's got the only
Blonde Chaplin is the
plausible
answer.
as far as I can.
His name is Blonde.
I think so too.
For the record.
Dude, if I was to make up a name to try to do some like white collar crime, I would be Blonde Chaplin.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do D, Blonde Chaplin.
Let's ride this.
Let's commit some
way.
white color.
You mean Blondie though, right?
Who? Me?
Is it blonde? Is it pronounced Blondie?
Well, it has an I in it. It's Blondie Chaplin.
Oh,
but not on the answer there.
Yes, that's a real name, but
Schlegel's.
Hold on. God damn it, son of a bitch. Motherfucker, piece of shit. Fuck, goddamn. Motherfucking son of a goddamn son. I mean, I try to fucking write. I do all the work on it. And then I just fucking. And then I try this fucking. And then I do.
Wait, how did you know it was Blonde?
And then I fucking do the stupid.
Because the Beach Boys are a seminal.
And then I worked.
And then
I came up with this thing, and I wrote down the thing, and then I have to remember to do the right thing, and then every time And of course, there is an I in Blondie. That's right, everybody. It is, of course, Blondie Chaplin. That's why he's the judge and the person to make sure. You can change your answer, Blondie Chaplin.
Blondie Chaplin. I'll stick with it.
Okay, so I just did a whole thing where I had to verify, and if it was made up, I wonder if I would have. Okay, so your choice, Ryan. Blondie Chaplin, right?
Yep.
You had the advantage. You had the advantage as Jeremy was trying very much.
So the Quizmaster gave you a clue and told you.
And
he
by the
was a
way,
member of
former quiz writer failed being a part of the show is joining us right now.
Wait. We have to finish the quiz before he makes his announcement. He's coming on for a special announcement.
Oh.
But bring him on. Mute his ass. All right.
Clay, this is you. Clay, Blondie, it is supposed to be an I.
Mm-hmm.
Blondie Chaplin is off.
Rate of play, Quizmaster, or Lifeline, Gurky, because...
Well, I don't know.
You're not a sheriff in an old town, Gurky. Just answer the fucking question.
Bruce Johnston, Mickey Doyle, or Fatar. I feel like Fatar keeps calling my name.
I kind of thought Fatar too, but then when Rob was accusing
the
Islam of having made it up,
Islamophobe.
he took that kind of personally, and I think he was going to say these are all actual founding members of the Beach Boys, which is kind of a tip that that's not the guy that did it. So I'm thinking Mickey Doyle. It's a good Irish name anyway.
Clay, ready to play.
Is that,
I'm gonna trust my instincts and go with the Islamophobe.
So you're saying C.
Fatar.
Ricky.
I thought you meant me.
Now,
if that's your answer, I'm just gonna say,
please.
none of these guys are founding members of the Beach Boys.
What are you doing? Are you just rocking?
No,
Wikipedia?
Jeremy is that of the Glass Onion. He is the French detective. Jeremy,
Three of these guys were in the Beach Boys.
Jeremy,
Benoit Blanc. He is Benoit Blanc.
Yeah, who? No, but the guy.
I
from the '90s.
I recognize all these names at some point, but
Jeremy, explain what I've done here.
Well, so he's created a bit of a conundrum in that, do you guess Ricky Fatar and Blondie Chaplin both joined like in the 70s, and Bruce Johnston joined, I think, like while Brian Wilson just wanted to be in the studio the whole time to like fill in on tour, but and then they've all been in various iterations of the Beach Boys since. So
they're saying the false claim was that they were a founding member.
Mickey Doyle, like, never. Is that a real guy?
Jeremy, this is Polyester Blend to its core. I am blown away. I spent a long time, if someone could go deeper, the only times you can see the name Mickey Doyle associated with the Beach Boys is based on an article published both in the Deseret News and the God damn it, where is it?
Damn it, I think you're gonna be right, Gurky, and I
Mickey Doyle is the name of the person. Now hold on. Let me. Oh shit, where is it? No.
I should be ashamed.
Okay, here it is. So in this article, former star to open Big Rock Candy Mountain. Okay.
Wow.
It says Mickey Doyle, one of the original members of the Beach Boys, will reopen the gas station and mini mart at Big Rock Candy Mountain in about 2 weeks. Mickey Doyle was on Monday was guaranteed. So Jeremy and all of you who are interested in this, Mickey Doyle in 1994 says he was an original member of the Beach Boys, in which there is no reference to a Mickey Doyle on the internet connected to the Beach Boys other than this article and
the only thing I can think of.
Mickey Dolenz of
Mickey
the
Dolenz from the
Monkees.
Monkees,
And I
yeah.
thought about that too. But why was Mickey Dolenz goofing on the local reporters and saying he was going to do that?
But Mickey Dolenz was a star at this time, and he would have been.
I googled Mickey Doyle and he was a character on Boardwalk Empire, which wouldn't have existed at this point.
But if we search Mickey Dolenz Utah, you know what I mean? Like, it is
Utah interaction.
It is just, gentlemen, I brought this up. I'm sorry I was giving false information. Jeremy picked up on it early. If you're a Beach Boy heads, you would notice that I was picking all sorts of musicians that were just around the Beach Boys in different variations.
Yeah, it's too bad I am not a lifeline, because I could have at least told you what Schlegel was doing.
Yes.
And if I could, this raw dogging was brought to you by Frank's Red Hot. If you're gonna get raw dog, make it red hot with Frank's.
Now, this last question is brought to you by Patrick Munger. Patrick Munger, what is the last question?
Nope.
Something about the Beach Boys. And
Who's
Mickey
the
Dolan.
who's the
Wait a
top
second.
15 salesmen?
Pat, you didn't write a question. I just wanted to goof on you. Keep hanging out. We got one last question. I think you'll like this. Okay. This is actually
Good to have you back, Pat.
I love you, Pat. I'm so glad
Good to
you're
be
back.
here, guys. Really miss you.
Now, Pat, this was not a question. I didn't even realize we were going to do this, but I was trying something new. So, gentlemen, this is the final question. It is 1-1. So whoever wins the last question is the winner.
You really smoked us this time.
Really, the last question is going to be the winner. And it is a Price is Right, gentlemen. Price is Right. I need everyone ready to write something down. Okay? Is everyone ready to write something down? Correct? False? Wrong? Where are we at? Everyone ready? Gentlemen, I'm doing something new. Okay? Something new. It is Price is Right. Here's the deal. I've been looking at this. I'm kind of interested in this. People, Sevier County, which Annabella is in, Annabella, Utah. Richfield County is the county seat of Sevier County. It has a population of 8,201. I'll show that in a second. Don't worry. It has total housing units that are 2,919. So really quick, you guys might ask me, Ryan, you said population, you said total housing units. By the census definition, listen up. By the census definition of housing units, a housing unit is a house, an apartment, a mobile home, a group of rooms, a single room that is occupied, parentheses, or a vacant, intended for an occupancy, in parentheses, as separate living quarters. So separate living quarters. Okay. This is the first time we've done this on Polyester Blend. First time we've done this. My question is a Price is Right. So don't go over, because you might be over. My question is this: Price is Right. Richfield has a population of 8,201. It has total housing units of 2,919. Kusharam, the smallest by population.
God, you murdered my spelling of that, my favorite town.
I thought it was Kusharam, K-O-O. I thought it was Goo Goo Dolls rule, balloon rules.
I'll give you balloon rules.
Kusharam, smallest by population in Sevier County, is 244. has a total housing units of 181. Annabella has a population of 836. What is the total housing units, Price is Right style, occupied or unoccupied, which Rob might ask? It is the total places on the census that people can occupy housing units in Annabella. You see its population is 836.
Wow.
It is a Price is Right. It is one of the more complicated we've ever done. You can see how there's varying differences. Kusharim, the smallest population, has almost closer to a 1-to-1 of housing units. Richfield, the most populated, is way demographically off from its housing units according to the census. And I am going off of the most current census. Everyone write something down. This is Price is Right. Price is Right, not closest to the hole. Pat, you enjoying this? Or do you hate this?
I love it. I love it.
So total housing units.
Pat, and by the way, how excited I am you are back. Very excited.
Total housing units?
What was it?
Total housing units?
Yeah, we're doing housing units, not occupied or unoccupied, total housing units.
Oh, so any housing unit.
So at some point it might have been, yeah,
in the town.
it might be empty, might be vacant, but total housing units. And like I said earlier, oh my God, I want to talk about this, Pat, in a second.
I got it.
And Housing Williams count for double if a former Beach Boy lives.
And we are talking Mickey Doyle rules. A housing unit is a house, an apartment, a mobile home, group of rooms, or a single room that is occupied. We're going to go with the guy who was not ahead, but he's ahead in life because he is the charming failed treasure hunter, failed being a part of the show, Patrick Munger. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Say it out loud, Pat.
He
Or
says
I won't.
501.
501.
Like the gene.
501 from Patrice. We're going to go before we go to the actual people playing. We're going to go through everybody else. Producer Rob. What does he say?
So I figured Gurky would cover 420 for me, so I went for 469.
Which is doing weed while having sexual activity. We love it so much. Jeremy, what do we got?
Is that what that is?
Here's 690.
What is it? Which is being a Goldman Sachs banker while having sexual activity.
690.
We love it so much. We must go next to Gurky. What do we got?
Goldman Sachs.
I did 369.
369. A lot of 69s. I haven't done 69 for a minute. We must now go between the two.
Ryan, what's 369?
369.
When you're having a threesome and
okay.
I actually almost did 369, then I decided I had to go for 690.
369 is if you call for a 69 and you're by yourself and you're like, no, I had 369s.
I need my salad.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I
need my salad. By the way, Pat, a 369 is I need my salad. I need my salad.
We're tossing salads all of a sudden. 10:51 p.m.
We are very long. Our good friend Ryan Bradford, you were behind last week because Clay won. Ryan, what is your...
Hi.
Hey, Madeline!
Hello, I was 230, which is not a sexual act or a drug.
Nice. 231?
231.
231.
Yeah.
Clayton, what do you got?
You know, it's interesting. I actually went low too, and let me tell you my calculus here. I feel like Richfield is a town of not 100% retirees, so they're going to have a bigger household. and so there'll be like one. Then that so like 20. Hold on, ready to play.
No,
So
I'm
like
I'm proud of you right now.
Yeah,
You're
so
the
that would
only
be
one to think about it.
That would be 1/4, right? So
Mhm.
29, 82. That's 1/4. Kusharim is a strictly retirement. There's no fucking jobs there, so that's why you're gonna have the lower ratio of housing units to pop. And so Annabella, I'm thinking because it's a suburb of Richfield, it's going to be a little bit closer. And I would even say it's probably a little bit more super Mormon, more kids. So I went even lower, but I did keep up the 69.
169.
So I went with that's like a 1/5.
Let me tell you right now, the goof boys who are not actually playing in this game.
They're just not seasoned professionals, you know?
501's out, 496 is out, 690 is out, and 369 is out. You're all over. Our guys actually playing. Our guys actually playing the game.
Our big brains know.
Big brains know. And in
We're probably
fact,
still both over. I'm just kidding.
Clay. Turns out our good friend, who doesn't even live here, doesn't underestimate the total housing. In fact, our good friend is so right. It's 298. Ryan Bradford, you're this week's winner. You're this week's winner of Utah City's quiz.
269.
269. So sorry, 298. 298. Ryan Bradford was right. 231. You had 169. It was actually Ryan Bradford. We are doing one balloon song. We come back with Utah City. I know. We're
Lightning
doing
round.
Lightning round. Utah. You shop.
Oh, and then we have a special announcement from Pat Munger.
Okay, Utah. Okay, we're doing a quick thing. We're going to do a balloon song. We're doing my choice, which is Nuggets 3, the balloon farm. Question of temperature. 2-song set. We come back with the final song. Final set here on Polyester Blend. We love you. We'll be right back.
The mercury, there's a thumping in my heart. It just had to be. Heat wave, hurricane, whirling in my head. Cool disposition, just hanging by a thread. Is it a question of love? Is it a state of mind? No. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of temperature. Yeah. I wake up in the morning, go to sleep at night with the fever. Yeah. She says I won't hang you up, and I said, baby, I believe you. Sure. Is it a question of love? Is it a state of mind? No. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of temperature. Yeah. I'll tell it like it is, girl, you gotta keep your distance. Cause the doctor says I got a very low resistance. Non-stop elevator pushing to the top. No second chance for a temperature drop. Is it a question of love? Is it a state of mind? No. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of. It's a question of temperature. Yeah. Oh. Do you wanna set me on fire? You know that's bad. Do you wanna set me on fire?
That was Balloon Farm. Balloon Farm from
nuggets.
Monday night at 11 p.m. Listen to this shit.
We got Clayton Scribner. 30 minutes after.
I know. I'm
his
staying
bedtime.
up. Let's lightning round this fucking Photoshop.
We must reflect on our friend's sacrifice to be a part of the show.
I know I'm not the first to make a
But
sacrifice.
first, Patrick Manga. He has an announcement from the depths of hell.
It's so on brand with the announcement that he's about to make.
Patrick.
I
Patrick.
have won.
Patrick.
Poly Blend.
He's won a giant crystal dildo, ladies and gentlemen.
Who's that guy? Patrick. Patrick. Lord Satan has allowed you to speak.
How?
Give your
Thank you, sir.
Give your announcement.
You have to mute.
I can't hear anyone.
Please, Patrick, you've graced us with your presence. Tell us what happened. What is this crystal?
It's an award.
Yeah. What is it for?
I sold a bunch of homes this year. First award I've gotten since I was a kid.
Patrice, our good friend.
Wait, 3 claps,
Thank you,
just like
guys.
Mary Worth.
Hold on,
Thank you,
I'm trying to
guys.
zoom in on the Schludio cam. My man, Patrice, you got what was announce the name of the award? What was the award?
I am in the top tier of Sotheby's for Salt Lake.
Ooh,
and
that just sounds.
Oh,
money.
I'm number 15 out of all agents of Sotheby's in Salt Lake.
Hell yeah.
The
bro.
action goes
Hell
to
yeah,
the
dude.
action goes to Pat. Pat, you are the 15th. Pat, no, 1500. We have 1300 over here. Sotheby's. We have
Not
Sotheby's.
that part of Sotheby's.
No, not as good.
Maybe next. That'd be great.
But oh my god.
You're far too interesting to be a successful real estate agent.
I've never been.
Thanks, Clayton.
You're welcome.
I've never been more proud of you, but you know who I just really quickly, someone who wanted to say congratulations. I mean, this is crazy. I'm getting this really quickly. The Lord of the Dark himself, Satan, just wants to say something real quick.
Who, by the way, works for Remax. Everybody knows that. That's a real estate joke.
Pat, this is the Dark Lord Satan. I'm here from beneath your universe. I just got the updated sheets from Sotheby's, and your results look pretty promising. This looks great. You show a lot of potential and a lot of chutzpah.
Satan says, I have a lot of
A lot of potential.
I love that gumption. Love that chutzpah.
Thank you.
Patrice, you will have a throne in no time next to me in the dark depths of the deepest, darkest sadness of humanity. Because as you work the ladder of real estate, you will find me at the last door. I'll see you soon, Patrick.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa, that was Lord Satan.
Dude.
I just like, whoa. I was like, I lost all controls. I couldn't control The
Who is he
keyboard.
eating in that image? Is it like the drummer from AC/DC?
Someone who got a low percentage rate on the latest refinancing.
That is a W, Pat. That's a W, is what the kids call it.
I feel like it's the Devil's Advocate. Remember that movie? Should we all watch the Devil's Advocate?
I love that movie.
Yeah, I think we should all watch Devil's Advocate.
That is a movie that I could watch anytime.
After The Relic, I'd say.
Oh my God, that makes a good point. We are so proud of Pat. I mean, joking aside, Pat, I love you so much. Way to go, buddy.
Satan himself. Satan aside.
I didn't do
aside.
No one knows what happened there. But we just want to say really quickly, we're proud of you, Pat. We love you. We will get to the Relic next week. I am so sorry to say we're going to get to the Relic next week.
And let me tell you, someone who got his ass kicked in the quiz today, I really miss you. I miss your presence in the quiz, you know?
I know. Wow, Pat.
Come back.
Pat, come back. You're so successful. You should be able to do
We're almost
multitasking.
to City 100.
Annabella,
Well,
Pat.
really?
Annabella, Utah, Pat. Annabella. Think about that.
Great questions, Ryan. Great questions.
I love you. Thanks for saying that. You're the one I'm trying to impress the most. We must go to this hit segment. Everyone, it's time to go a hit segment we love. It's called
Ready to play.
You shot, bro. You shot, bro. Do you even fucking shot, bro? Do you shot, fucking bro? This is where we do a Photoshop competition. See what these gents, whoever, if you want, please, we need more people to join. Seriously, we need more people to join. But more people to join. You can always be a part of it by checking out what we're doing during the show or beforehand. We usually announce it. I've gotten some very interesting submissions this week. One of them is from a guy who is sending me weird files that look questionable. And if he knows his name, he should tell me, are they really that kind of file? Because we don't normally do that during You Shop, bro.
.exe or what are we doing here?
As the reigning champion, who didn't get a trophy, by the way.
Wow.
I'm a little jealous. Congratulations, Pat, by the way.
Thank you very much.
I tried something a little different this time. So
We go to the Lord of journalism.
Oh, do you go to Gift Town?
We'll go to the Lord of journalism some other time.
Oh my God.
Lots of problems with the Lord of journalism. Very weak. Not a lot of decibels coming through. So this week, what we decided to do this week, we were like, hey, we're pop culture enthusiastic people. We love doing goofs on things that are straight from the headlines. We all graduated from Jay Leno's School of Denim. We wear that denim, and we are proud to wear that denim that Jay Leno bestowed upon us. So Pat's got his award from Sotheby's. Ryan, Clayton, and I have denim pants that Jay Leno's gave us, saying that we are deemed worthy of making fun of the headlines. And
Deemed worthy, actually.
Gene worthy. I threw out the idea of doing balloon songs, and then Clay, you said what in the thread?
I believe I said the last picture that the satellite took before it got shot down.
Now that's a shot. That's a visual idea. What do we come up with? The last shot that the balloon, before it was destroyed, what was the last image? I have several entries. Jeremy is the judge of all this.
Remember, it was over Myrtle Beach.
Now, I thought there was a California element to it. I think, you know, it's all right. Maybe the camera shut. You know, the Chinese government said it was like it was a balloon for Sotheby's, so, you know. By the way, the balloon was dropping off the award for Pat. That's what was being dropped off.
Dropped a big old award on his house. No, but you know, they're saying it was a weather balloon, but we all know what it was really.
We all know it was.
The
something.
shops will show what they was actually doing.
We're all doing a competition based on our abilities to make shops. Jeremy is the judge. Gurky, you did win last week by a surprising, like a moment where we all thought, does the judge have some sort of cognitive issue? Was there blood flow lack to the brain? We're all concerned.
I am on the longest Photoshop drought of this entire run of this
In
program.
Bradford, you weren't here last week. Last week was all about we were just making goofs on like we were making goofs on like the fact that like this is what was the last weekend of sobriety, what was about to happen.
My last week.
And then Ryan, I thought about this where like Clayton was about to start drinking again. And so I made this GIF, which is of course release the river, and there's his liver. And that's just all this alcohol, just rushing.
Never pass up an opportunity to highlight your prior shops. I get it.
So that's all that alcohol rushing to Clay's liver. Really funny stuff. Real funny stuff. So
it's like been so dry for so long. And this
release the release. Hey, we're about 6 days into February. So we've released the river. Okay.
Oh, we have released
all
the
of his
river.
fibers just soaking it all up.
That's what it is there. We always reserve the right for the person who won last week to go first, and you shop, bro. Garky, you are the one who won last week. Who should go first in this theme of what was the last shot, or what was one of the shots from the Chinese balloons before they were destroyed?
You guys all made really good, compelling arguments about why you should go first. Clayton's drunkenness, Bradford's return, his triumphant return. But Schlegel, I think since you just questioned the judge's mental stability, you get to go first.
Well,
I think he's already coming in with a couple possible yellow cards.
Well, first of
Because
all,
he might forget it.
Well, first of all, how dare you? I mean, first of all, how dare you? Very disrespectful. I think that I honored the judge.
Who's being disrespectful?
That one.
I honored the judge by questioning his cognitive abilities.
So I will just say this, gentlemen. I was obsessed, just like I think all of Americans were, to make sure that we, just understand how to download Gurky's weird thing that's not working. We are all trying to understand how to download that. I am here in Utah, and I'm just getting the news as I get it. I mean, I feel like all of us are in the same page. We're all just in the same page, trying to figure out. Why isn't that? Gurky, you got to send it again. I can't. It's not working. So Gurky, send it again. I'm stalling time for Gurky because send me a new file. But for me, I was thinking about California, right? We heard about Montana, right? We all heard about Montana, and then we heard about the fact that we saw a balloon over the coast of California. And gentlemen, I don't know about you, but I wasn't shocked. I wasn't shocked when I saw this. I saw that, you know what the Chinese balloon picked up? I'm not surprised. The traffic in San Diego. Am I right, guys? Am I right?
Oh, baby.
I mean,
oh, baby.
Like
There's
they're trying to spy on it, right? They're trying to spy, and they just.
This looks like it's a series.
I'm just saying, like, I just saw that, like, they picked up the traffic in San Diego, and I think that's, amen. Ryan, is the traffic in California, Southern California, not the worst?
Oh yeah, no, that's if you zoom in, I don't think you can, but that's.
Oh, that's funny. One of the shots they did zoom in, and this is one of the cars in the San Diego traffic. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. What is, oh my God.
What is it, a stack of files in the background?
It looks like a bunch of comics for newspapers that he's
reading them so he can.
And then he's got nothing but Jersey Mike, party sub boxes, and he's got a party sub and no shirt on. No
or like
shirt.
Part of a shirt? Like, what's that white part?
Yeah.
Like a toga that got ripped off?
Or just files that are left over from not shopping, but like it's just like, what's up with that? Like it should just probably not be
also,
there.
Also, I gotta be honest, man, that the manicure vibes here are quite disturbing.
Gross. I mean, like we zoom in from the traffic and we just see.
Yeah, look at his right hand. Look how gross that is.
We see a shirtless.
Like
look at my mouth.
Bottom.
Look at my mouth though. It's like a blow-up doll for
It's
Jersey
weird.
Mike's.
It's like a black hole of
Not that you
ham.
know, but
Yeah, I mean,
Not that I know.
But
yeah.
Ryan, you are kind of a
Yeah.
blowhole, but a suck hole for Jersey Mike's, and like
That's what I say every time I order a Jersey Mike's.
And why do you?
Hi, I'm a suckhole. Send me some sandwiches.
I'm a suckhole for your sandwiches.
But Ryan-
Give me it Mike's way.
You have so many of the Comics Corner comics in your back car. I mean, it's just really disconcerting. You're working through Jersey Mike's faster than those comics. You know?
Look how many people are in line for a Jersey Mike's in the back.
Well,
It's also coming soon, by the way.
San Diego, baby.
well,
Open
I mean,
day.
coming soon. That's Ryan every time he picks up a Jersey
Oh!
Mike's. But like,
I got a heart on it coming soon.
I think
and they opened it right on the freeway.
and I think that the artist was trying to say that there's a line for the Jersey Mike's just like there's a traffic line. So I think there's a double traffic. But really interesting stuff from Ryan Schlegel.
There is an interesting
really,
thing
really interesting
about
stuff.
a hockey puck in his mouth.
Did Schlegel just make up a California balloon so he could shop Bradford? Is that
There was a
is that what
California balloon. Am I right?
No, there was absolutely no California balloon.
Fuck
There's also like there's an inherent
Plus, it was
bias.
like the one they shot down in Myrtle Beach. The last thing it did. So.
Well, I was just doing the California footage. That's what I
There's
was
an
doing.
inherent bias of him being able to like narrate his shop and reveal the shop in real time.
I don't
but he still loses, so it's all good.
I don't need your input on this. I got it covered, Clayton. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Well, my shop
this balloon-
sucks this week, so
What was that, Clay? What was it?
my shop isn't very good.
Clayton gets Clayton says the show.
Clayton says his sucks this week card has been laid out on the field. The
How'd you
judge.
do that so fast? Is that common?
That-
Speaking
Oh
of
no!
sucking,
Wait, Pat, you've
anybody
been gone.
wanna get some
Pat, you've
Jersey
been
Mike's?
gone for a while. It's been there's the what did you search card. There's been the raunch card. There's also been the looks like a dick card.
I need a.
And then there's also been the logical fallacy card, which
Oh yeah, it's a real huge. That's a very complicated card.
I need a made up your own thing instead of following the prompt of the shop card. To do
oh shit! I
Oh,
forgot.
artistic license card.
Oh shit! I did. Oh fuck! I only got yellow right now. I don't have that one yet.
All right, so rate of play.
Wow,
The first
logical
shop
fallacy.
took 15 minutes, and I'm already 45 minutes past my bedtime.
All right,
So.
go ahead, Clayton. You get next.
That's,
No, I got some
don't blame
next.
the judge. Blame Schlegel for explaining the California.
I
balloon.
will say this: this shop needs no explanation.
Oh really, Clay? But could you try to give one explanation?
This is the last.
All right, thanks, Clay. We'll be back to you in 1 second. I just have to.
Is it?
Oh shit, Clay,
Did
you're
the balloon
muted.
meet
I don't
the
know why,
delayed
Clay, you're
balloon and
muted
fall
for
in
some
love?
reason. I don't know.
Man,
I don't know why you're
you guys
muted.
are so funny.
I don't know why. Well, Clay's muted for some reason. He has to unmute.
That's why
himself.
he's so funny.
We really miss you, Pat. All right.
All right,
Give us
Clay,
compliments
this
and
is
stuff. We need
yours.
more compliments. All right, go.
Clay, this is yours. No,
Don't
no
you dare
word,
fuck
no
with me.
word,
Just
no
give me the
word.
presentation.
I'm just saying that Clay has spent hours.
So you guys are getting along well.
Clay has.
Don't you dare fuck with me.
Clay
Don't
has.
you fuck with my ear.
Clay has made this U Shop Bro, and it is. Oh no!
There's a balloon right there. So
There's a balloon.
that's a good one.
But it's
So
meta, dude.
nothing's changed.
Look at that husky boy. I have no idea what I was doing with the caption there, but look at that kanji character.
Do you
That's
have
pretty dope.
that shop always ready to go, Clay? Is that like
I had to
safe?
do a deep dive on my Gmail.
I was gonna say, like the fact that you had that ready to
There's
go.
certain touches I want the judge to notice, and that's the actual Chinese kanji character, which is the N. It's an N for Noid. Don't mute me. And then, and then also I did attempt to make the kite string come up over the badge.
I see. That's as a man who's seen this thing for a long time.
Anyway, that's it.
I think the part we don't want to draw attention to is the Chinese and
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable with that for
I
sure.
think that might merit a problematic card.
I am not saying that Marge has a Chinese
Do
accent.
we need to get like a
I'm
race?
just saying it was.
Oh, you kind of do.
We need. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Flub card. Flub
Look
card.
at the husk.
Flub card.
That's what you
Everybody.
did.
Sorry. Flub
I
card.
was just trying to make it sound stupid.
And you're lucky I don't have.
You guys are assigned.
By the way, Jeremy, should I give a yellow
Unfair.
or red card for
Husky boy.
racist? By the way, total.
Husky boy.
Well, maybe he's saying he was trying to make it sound like they're from South Carolina.
Well, I just will
That's
say
exactly what I was trying to
Jeremy,
do.
Noid card. Noid card, Jeremy.
Husky
Annoyed card.
That's a Noid card. That's
Look
a-
at that husky boy over there.
What is
that
that?
husky
accent?
boy.
I don't know. I'm terrible at accents. I was trying to do a
Okay, you're
South
allowed to
Carolina.
make fun of American Southern.
I was trying to do a South Carolina thing. Sorry.
No, we have all day for Southern.
I've already been canceled 3 times tonight, so.
Wow, God bless. All
Yeah,
right,
let's go with a classic. It was a classic.
I love it. It's a classic. It's a Noid card. It's a racist card, which Clay is known for. Trademark.
Shut up.
No, I'm sorry. Real quick, the Lord. Satan always said, no, we won't go to him. Our good friend Clayton has shown to be
Last
racist.
Picture the balloon took, right?
What was that?
What was the prompt?
The prompt was the last photo.
So far, neither of these really work as the last photo, unless.
Now depends on what perspective.
Now
you
I've
take.
got
Doesn't have to be first
I've got
person.
2 more. I've got 2 more. But let's
Took the photo, yeah.
Gurky,
Yeah.
do you want you get to choose Gurky? Do you want you or do you want Ryan Bradford?
I mean,
You need to step outside of literal interpretations of art, Jeremy. Sorry.
Hey,
Like-
those were both entertaining shops, but I am judging to a prompt.
You sound like a nice aunt.
Yeah. You know, Pat, you gotta lay down the law.
Now
You
pump
can't-
your
you
pump
can't
your
just
brakes,
let them-
young man.
They're not gonna respect you as the judge.
What is that? Is that a tree?
So that's a river being released of alcohol on Clayton's liver. I don't know.
But who's that guy?
That's his inhibition, his addictive personality.
Just ripped from the wall. His
that's
inhibition.
that's Clayton's
After
inhibition.
just one sip. That's what that is. After one sip, that's his inhibition.
Yeah.
I don't like what's being insinuated here.
I think some acts are hard to follow, so I'm going to go next
Okay.
because that one wasn't.
God damn it!
Oh,
I
what a
just
bird.
went with I tried to do something different this time, and I
Okay.
don't know. It probably isn't my best work, but
Okay, here we go. This is Gurky's submission. That Gurky doesn't make any sense. Why you?
look at those balloons.
But
Look at
you
those
can't.
balloons.
You keep on trying to like pump up. No pun. It's just like, why do you? Oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong one. This is Gurky's. This is Gurky's. His first ever. Well, actually, that's not true. You've dabbled in
No,
these
I
dark
think
arts.
this is my first time trying to do anything that's not a still photo.
So let's see. Let's see what Gurky. This is a visual, not just a Photoshop. Let's see. You got the. Oh, it explodes. Okay. So Gurky. So good.
Okay.
So Gurky, you're doing a classic Looney Tunes bit, right? That's what you're doing here.
Trying to catch that fucking roadrunner.
Yeah, you just.
Oh
it
my
just
God. There's like
now, Gurky, I truly want to know this. How did you make this? Because you are not. I love you, buddy,
Yeah.
but you're not a tech savvy guy.
Well, that's why I was going for most of the first part.
Oh my God! Get that online, bud.
Oh, you were working.
Get that on Instagram.
No, you should, Gurk. You should post this on your.
That's so solid.
Yeah, that's really good. I haven't seen that yet. Kirk, that's good, buddy.
It's
That's-
also just weird enough too. It doesn't quite make sense. It's perfect.
But it does make sense
I know,
gravitationally.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, it's so good, Gurky.
So who do we have left? So do we have
You have to put
Ryan?
together in your mind what was happening prior.
Like, was he just in the balloon?
What Wile E. Coyote was up to?
He was like steering it.
I like the idea
where's
that
the
no,
gun?
Jeremy
Roadrunner
makes a
was
good
the one who,
point.
like,
Was he trying to get the Roadrunner? Meep meep.
Oh my god.
Very good stuff, Jeremy. Gerke. I think you have only one person to ask to produce.
Yeah, we're down to Bradford. Go for it,
Bradford, can you handle what you're about to enter? I mean,
I don't think I can follow up with that, but follow up to that. But
okay. Are you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
No, Ryan, you've already done this. This is you did Blue Man Group peeing. That's not. You've already done this.
Those are blue kidney stones.
Yeah, I thought you already did. Oh, I'm sorry. I got the wrong one. You already did Blue Man. By the way, I do this because I love seeing the other shops. We don't pay attention. There's a lot of artistry done here.
A lot of artistry, really.
Artistry. Yeah. Oh, Ryan, we got. What is that? What is this, Ryan? What do we got here?
So this is when the balloon flew over Utah, the West Hastings Dip, and the West Des.
Oh,
these are all deed runners. Crashed helicopters, which raises the question: like, is there a prestige thing going on? Every time he dies, is there a new deed runner?
Ryan, you can't try to understand it. I mean, there's nothing in the logic where he didn't just get out of a helicopter and go, well, deed runner in the sky here. I'm fine. I'm going to go to the next highway.
We never see his corpse.
Right. I think that it is established that deed runner in the sky. Sometimes they just make it down. Gentlemen, I am going down. I'm down.
The thing is that they keep entrusting him with helicopters.
Well, you don't know what I got on the military. This is Dean Runner. Jeremy, what is that? Jeremy? Jeremy, you there?
Yes.
Jeremy, yo, whippersnapper. I got butterscotch candy as long as the day is. Do you like butterscotch, Jeremy?
Oh yeah, it's delicious. I prefer.
Wow. Just take that. I gotta take the next Wendover bus. That'll take me near the Wendover airstrip. I'm gonna find the next
helicopter.
I gotta find the next military building out there. All right, so Jeremy, take that butterscotch. How's that? Does that go down
Is that
smooth?
like Werther's?
Yeah, does that go down smooth, Jeremy? Does that go down smooth?
Why is Deed Runner getting more drunk and perverted?
What is that? Who is that? Is that a guy who's I know?
How that works got my butter.
Is it? I don't understand this guy. I've been working with the last couple people for a minute out there, and I've been trying to work hard. And now I'm getting sort of a flack for the idea that I may have crashed a couple of hell of a.
Does Ryan think there's like a voice thing going on?
What? Who is this? Who is that guy?
It's just Ryan talking in a weird voice.
He's raw dog. He's raw dogging his voice.
Who is that? Is that who? Did you sell a house?
Ryan?
No one's ever done a house ever before. No one sold one. I crashed into one once, and I'll tell you, a guy from Sotheby's sold it once. And he was given an award. Is your name Pat? I know you. I crashed.
Leatherbees.
I gotta go, gentlemen. Uncomfortably, I am out of the desert.
Let's turn it over to the judge.
I'm going to go. My thing is this. This is uncomfortable for me. Is that Pat? You sold my house recently out here in the West Desert, and I thank you for that. Pat, you did not submit a shop this week. Work with Jeremy. You and Jeremy discuss what do you think the best shop is. I'll take this offline. This is Deed Runner in the sky. I will take this offline, Pat.
Poly Blend.
Oh, shit, I'm going out, you guys. You figure it out between you guys. Deed Runner! Figure out who won. You shot, bro. Oh, I'm on fire.
Poly Blend.
Oh, he's dead.
Well, Pat, I feel like I was amused by all of them, but in terms of meeting the prompt, I would say only 2 were pictures the balloon took, and only 1 would have been the last image the balloon took.
Right.
It would have been Wiley Coyote falling into it.
Correct.
So
I would
feel
say,
like
I just have to interject and throw in. I believe of the 2 that could have looked down from a balloon, one of them was Photoshop.
Oh, that's for Pat. For Pat might care.
Well, I mean, you can stitch animated GIFs together in Photoshop.
Correct.
So it's possible Gurky didn't use Photoshop, but that could have been created in Photoshop because you had to splice the 2.
That's Ryan. Once we see
I stand correct.
The traffic of San Diego, which, I mean, if that balloon was going over San Diego, this is what it would have seen. And then it would have zoomed in to get like, what's going on with Americans?
Montana and drifted to Myrtle Beach, had been over San Diego. That would have been a great shot.
I mean, like a
If
shirtless.
you would allow me to protest for a second, I think that a book can be written by first person, second person, or third person. Just like a shop could be from a first, second, or third person. You need to release yourself from these artistic shackles you've got yourself under, Judge. Mine was a picture of the actual balloon taking a picture with some vaguely offensive verbalization.
This
Judge.
That was one of my better shots.
Judge, I protest.
I do protest. I would like to file a formal protest. I believe that you've discounted my shop.
All right, your protest has been noted, filed, and taken under advisement.
Warp up. That's gonna be me in about 3 minutes. I gotta go to bed, guys.
All right, Munger, any thoughts?
I haven't laughed. Yeah, I haven't laughed so hard in a while with them Gurkies. Fucking perfect.
I didn't want to give it to Gurky again, but
I didn't. Yeah.
I think he's got a 2-week suspension coming up. 2-week suspension.
This is for Pat. What do you guys? What do you guys?
Forpat, the official mascot of the Polyester Blend.
You guys, you're very close to getting 4 CPAP machines the way you guys breathe. Jeremy, I got 3 batteries I gotta reinstate here. What do you guys got? I love this show, but it is. I got suction against my nose. Tell me, Jeremy, what are we doing?
Reinstate batteries?
we're judging stuff.
This is CPAP, 4 PAP. I got 4 CPAPs. I got arteries clogged every inch of my body. I also was given a Sotheby's award. It was the most CPAP machines bought by one person at one time. I think.
Begging to stop. Just to like us.
The greatest play is totally destroyed.
I gotta go, guys. I love you. I'm an hour past my hard stop. I gotta go. I've got to be up super early in the morning. I hope
love you guys.
Wonderful rest of the show.
Love you, Clayton.
Bye, Clay Dog.
Bye, guys.
So I guess he's eliminated. Oh,
Warning! Energy restored.
We lost CPAP. Oh my God, we lost
we
CPAP.
lost Munger too. He actually left. I think he offended him.
We're trying to do a goof, but apparently we can't do a goof. People, what do we got? Jeremy, final answer.
I I already said it was Gurky.
Gurky, 2 weeks in a row.
Back to back, baby.
I mean, the judge can only judge what's in front of him, and I can't be taken into account whether Gurky won last week or not. I just have to render my decision.
Gurky, what is it?
I used online video cutter, that little.
I'm proud of you. By the way, I'm very proud of you because Bradford, Clayton, Munger, all these people who've played before have never once figured out that you could do that. I think you're deserving, even though unexpectedly you were the second week in a winner of You Shop Pro. Way to go, buddy. 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. We must get to it. We must get to the end of the show. We've had a lot of fun. Ryan, Bradford, thank you for being here this whole time. I know you've are on the mend, but you're not yet quite done yet. A lot of Xander that you've been expelling all night long, and I know that was tough for you. But do you feel better, buddy, or how do you feel?
I'm okay.
Okay.
I think
What was that?
Well, let's end the show. We've had a fun night. We went way over.
Outside before.
Way over.
I like how this rate of play is turned into the longest show.
No, you weren't here
One of the
last week.
longest.
We did a long show last week. But Ryan, I just want to say I'm glad you're back. I love you, buddy. Thanks for being here. We can figure out. I think maybe 2023 is the year of Polyester Blend attempting to be shorter, and at any time the people like you and Clay can pull a card that's like stop whatever we're doing, stop, and then we try to end the show faster because I think I love just going further, so I'm not a good judge on when we should stop, but we should stop now. Arizona, oh fuck.
But I would like to remind everyone, the founding member of the Beach Boys were the Wilson brothers, Brian, Dennis, and Carl, their douchebag cousin Mike Love, and their friend Al Jardine.
Well, Jeremy, I want to talk about that.
Everyone should know that. John, Paul, George, and Ringo.
Well, I agree, Jeremy. Also, I want to talk about that in the after hours, more about this person who claimed, let's talk about it. After hours are open. Join us if you want to. If not, we'll be back next week. I think we're going to do, Ryan, I think we should do best ragtime songs. That'd be really funny. Just all of us have to pick our favorite ragtime songs, and that's our music break. Come on. That's funny. Come on, buddy. Come on. I hope you feel better next week.
Thank you.
I hope the dreams of San Diego perforate throughout your life. We're going to see each other in 2 weeks, along with Jeremy, in the Bay Area. That's 2 weeks away. Do you know that?
It's going to be really fun.
I cannot wait for that. I also have to deal with things in Salt Lake. I'll talk about that in the after hours. But let's talk about the after hours. If you want to join us, join the Zoom. You can do that. Scroll through the YouTube chat. You will find the Zoom link. Join us. If not, we're going to just do a quick talk about Triangle of Sadness, which I don't know how many of people have seen that movie. It's a masterpiece. Arizona moon keeps shining from the desert sky above. Pretty soon that big yellow moon will light the way back to the one you love. Blue shadows on the trail. Let's recap. Ryan, you won the quiz. Gurky won the shop again, which is disappointing. Doesn't make sense. Ryan, you won Ryan's Comics Corner because you did a great job. We've got more fun stuff in store. We're gonna do fun things.
Oh, yeah, so fun.
Until next week, there is gonna be an honor of someone who meant something. Next week, we're going to spend a little bit of time. I'm going to work with Jeremy. I hope we can get a guest. If not, we'll just talk about someone who meant something that we lost. Blue shadows on the trail. A lot of work goes into the show every week. Soft wind blowing through the trees above. But all the other little cowboys back in the bunkhouse now, so close your eyes and dream of another show. We'll be back next week. Ryan Bradford. I want to talk about doing another movie watch along. We just have to pick one that doesn't have copyright. I think it'd be fun. I've been thinking about that for a minute. It's been on my mind. All that is on my mind is everyone in Utah, everyone who watches this, whoever sees this, that they're okay. Take care of yourself. Be a part of the show if you want to. If not, we'll always be here to, just try to make life a little bit more fun. All we're trying to do is make entertainment that's fun for everybody, including ourselves. We'll be back next week. Polyester Blend. We'll see you. Be safe.